Hello, everybody, and welcome to Roll Together RPG as we are having a laugh, because that's what you do. Welcome, everybody, to the Chronicles of Aeodrun Awakening campaign. My name is Josh. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be your game master for tonight. And as you can see, I am joined by some absolutely amazing people who I'm going to get to introduce themselves now. If you could please introduce yourself, even though I'm going to say your name, your pronouns, your character's names, your character's pronouns, and what you enjoyed about the last session. Now, for some people who are here, your last session was not the last session that everybody watched, but the session before that. So, confusing.com. Starting off with how people are laid out in my Zoom, I'm going to go with Evie first.
Oh, wow, me first. What a treat. Hi, I'm Evie. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Betrayal, or Perry, who uses she, they pronouns. And my favourite part of the last session was the sharing is caring session, where we all shared our secrets with each other.
That did indeed happen.
All of them. Nothing held back.
Press X to doubt.
It's fine. It was a lovely conversation. We all had tea. Yeah.
Yeah. Do I have to nominate someone?
Moving on, we shall go to Sean.
Oh, me? Okay. Hi, I'm Sean. I use he, him pronouns, as does Carnan Udric. Carnan is... I'm trying to think what... There was a lot that I liked about last session. I think... probably starting to pick up on the little things that are going on. Finding out that he can see auras being one of them. Very strange, didn't see that one coming. That's the thing I can do now.
Nice. And moving on from Sean, we have Mike.
Hello, I'm Mike, or Michael, and I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Lucian Graves, who also uses he, him pronouns. And my favourite, I think, it's a little obvious, but telling off Bram was enjoyable. I enjoyed that. It's not often you get to sort of just like finger wag.
Yep.
Although I have a sneaky feeling that wasn't very effective, so we'll see what happened while I wasn't around.
Let's just say that some outside influence may have played a part in that as well. Moving on swiftly from that, Talia.
Hello, I am Talia, and I play Hira Castillo, both she, her pronouns. What I enjoyed was Hira not enjoying certain revelations at the end of my last game. So I enjoyed her not enjoying that. Very fun.
What you're talking about.
How dare you stop it now.
And last but not least, Lacey, there's five party members today. The number is not cursed. There are 5 party members. Tom.
Why did you say it? Why did you invoke the ancient magics? And especially on me. Hi, everyone. I'm Tom. I use he, him pronouns, as does Bram Shatteroak. Half elf, half orc, all doomed. Last session, I'm going to be honest, as you're picking up, folks, I'm really excited for these birds to come to roost, as the repercussions of various choices might have effects on the world. Yes, everything is absolutely fine. I suppose if I'm being positive, I like that fairy cakes now exist in World, and we've picked up that Perry likes it as sweet as possible. So we're having to make separate cheesecakes now for Perry. Also connected when people said, hey, is there a food of the universe? Like we had sausage rolls and pickles. Yes, lemon cheesecake. So if you want to support the stream, go buy lemon cheesecake. I don't know. Everything is fine.
And jelly beans. Those question went up in the Discord at the time of recording this, asking if there was a particular food of this world. It is lemon cheesecake and jelly beans at the minute.
We like lemon and cheese. Actually, not so much the cheese. A little bit lactose intolerant here is, but she likes lemons.
Num num num. Anyway, yes. So before we carry on with the actual session itself, we have some sponsors and supporters that we would like to thank. Our first sponsor, our only sponsor, is Phoenix Dice, and our supporters are Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, Bearded Ladies, and Michael Dobson's character art. All of the
Good
links to
Lord.
everything will be in the chat or in the description below.
Yay.
Please do go and have a look, especially at Mike's Instagram. The artwork on there is,
So good.
as you can see from the overlays, because there's artwork on the overlays. So he's all Mike's.
Ta-da!
Massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. They are the best. Without their help, we wouldn't be able to do all of this fantastic stuff that we are able to do. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency or one goat, which must be sent to Tom. Links for them will be in the chat or in the description below. Speaking of the description below, if you are watching this on YouTube, please do consider leaving us a like. Thumbs up thingy. Yep, that one. Like, subscribe, and comment. It lets the algorithm know it lets us know what you like, so we know what to do more of. I will get that down eventually, but not at the minute. One thing that I keep forgetting to say in all of these sort of off-the-cuff intros is if you'd like to see what the safety tools are, safety tools, kits, and everything that we use throughout the stream, you can do so by hitting !safety in chat now. That will give you a list of all of the different content warnings and everything for not only the Chronicles of Aeodrun, but any other games that we've currently got going on. So you can go and have a look at that. And if there's anything that you're not too keen on, you can always step away and then come back at a later show or something. I think with that, I think it's time for us to hit that intro button and then dive into the next episode and find out what shenanigans everybody got up to in the last session. In our last session, it was the time for Perry and Udric to get together and do a little bit of bonding. Udric bumped into some reavers at the general store when he went there with Solomon and maybe tripped one up. Almost started a fight, but was able to get out of that quite swiftly with the help of Solomon, while Perry tried to get their friend Stacy to play hooky with them at the Church of Balance and maybe take the local school children on a field trip to the fighting pits. Although that didn't go very well, Perry, rather bored, left and met up with Udric. I probably got that round the wrong way. I think you all both ended up going to the church anyway, but you know, you get the gist of it. You ended up together anyway. Went back to Solomon's mercenary company, where you bumped into Elodie and Bram, just having come back from their mission. Hera and Lucian had already gone inside and gone upstairs and all of that. Fun thing happened. Perry decided to go to the blacksmiths as well and bought a warhammer as a gift for a child, which was given to, well, not directly given to Sunny, but was given to Tally to put behind the counter for Sunny to have at some point. We don't know when Sunny's going to discover that the warhammer's there, although Tally has kicked it a number of times, trying to go past it. So, anyway, moving swiftly on, the group, the four of them... Sorry?
Not actually mad about that.
Good. I didn't think you actually would be.
Perry, it is a good gift for a child.
It's an excellent gift for a child. I just worry that it's not necessarily size appropriate.
He'll grow into it.
Yeah, maybe save it for later. I'm trying to start on daggers right now.
It's
Good.
better than the other option of a chainsaw. So
I nearly went with the
chainsaw was the
chainsaw.
option.
I'd have gone for a chainsaw, actually.
Next time. We need to do something good again.
With that, the party had a little bit of a share fest where they shared some of their secrets. I won't go into details of those secrets, at least for one of the characters, because they're not here at the moment. So I think that would be a conversation that particular character should have with everybody else. But as Sean said in his intro, Udric discovered that he can see people's auras through whatever means that is, although there doesn't seem to be an aura coming from Perry, which is strange. The group decided to take the next quest, which was to go and look into the mysterious disappearance of fish from one of the fishermen's houses. Went to the docks, spoke to the fishermen, and then began to make the way to their house. They explained that they do their own fishing off of a ledge to avoid drowners getting to them, and they hang their fish up in caskets to dry out before they then bring them to market to sell. However, and they always leave like a little platter of fish out for the local bears to take away and all that stuff. However, the past couple of weeks, 3 weeks to be exact, it's all connected, some bears or something, some creature had been taking fish from not just the platter that had been left, but also the casket. Upon their journey towards the house, they were stopped by Johanna, the daughter of the owners of the Rusty Pirate, who explained that when she woke up in the morning to get ready for her paper round, she happened to look out the window and saw that the person that they'd just spoken to, Ren, had been talking to a group of reavers, 5 reavers to be exact, and they were carrying basically animal catching equipment with them and had a cart with cages and all that on it. And they went in the same direction that the party are now going in. Getting to the house, they quickly found the tracks that led up into a wooded area that was going up into the mountains, and they followed it. Getting up the mountain, they discovered a large opening with a cave on the other end and 2 bear cubs playing with their food outside. The most distinguishing fact of these bear cubs was that they had purple eyes. As the party watched to see what was happening, because the cart was there, they watched as 5 reavers came out of the bushes and tried to catch the bears, but a shot from Elodie's pistol startled the bear cubs to run into the cave. And as the bears ran into the cave, one very large bear came out of the cave. The bear was so big that it actually burst open the entrance to the cave as it came out. And as it sort of slid into place, this purple mist coming out of its mouth, its big bones began to crack and creak and do all of that horrible stuff and began to protrude out of its body, basically forming a bone-like armor around it as it mutated. The reavers ran away and a fight broke out between the party and the bear. Some very good shots were had. It quickly became apparent the bear was resistant to all forms of damage that were being done to it. However, with Udric casting Speak with Animals on it, discovered that the bear itself was in immense pain and wanted its children to be protected and for it to be killed. It was the dad. They had discovered as well through the reavers as they ran away that the mum had been captured days before. The bear was killed. The bear cubs were saved. Udric went into the cave to find the bears and found that the water supply, the natural water supply that flowed into the cave, was completely purple with this strange purple liquid. Some of it dripped onto Udric's skin and Udric came out completely dry. The reavers then came back and pretty much made it clear that they were going to be taking the bears no matter what they said, and if they didn't, the party would know about it. This is when the party sprung into action and fought against the reavers, killing 2 of them, Mike's face, killing 2 of them pretty quickly, one injuring one severely, and then chasing down the final 2 before taking the bear cubs back to Solomon's mercenary company, Udric having adopted 2 bear cubs, one up entirely on the number of creatures adopted in the campaign so far.
So upset.
And as the episode ended, we discovered that the one that had been injured had actually gotten away, managed to run off before being seen. Consequences to that, we don't know. Or what the consequences to that will be, we don't know, should I say. And as we come back into the session, we're going to come back to the same day as Bram, Udric, Perry, and Elodie are just entering back into the town near the fisherman's hut. We're going to swerve round to Lucian and Hira to find out what you've been doing during the course of the day.
Did we get paid?
Yes, you would have been paid. In fact, everybody would have been paid. I forgot to say that in the last session. So can everybody please add 120 gold pieces to their...
Ooh.
Everybody but Perry and Udric, because you didn't do a mission that previous day, if you get what I mean. So those who did the first mission with the farm get 120 gold.
Yay.
It was originally going to be 70 gold, but you had to fight something and hazard pay.
So I would head out to remind me, where did Jonah say that I would find him? Where did we agree that Evelyn wouldn't see?
You're going to have to remind me of that.
So when I think it was just the tavern where I'd meet Jonah there to give him half the money where Evelyn wouldn't see.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd go to, I'll head to the tavern and see if he's there at this point. What sort of time is it? Is it sort of like end of the day now they're coming back from this job, or?
So the group that had just been out on the mission would be coming back around tea time sort of time. So if that's when you want to head over to the Rusty Pirate, you can.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of it when Jonah would actually be there.
Yeah, he would be there probably around that time. He would stop in there on his way back from doing various jobs around.
So I'll go find Jonah.
Yeah, you walk in. Taverns itself is quite busy. A lot of people are finishing their work shifts and coming in for a meal before they go home. And you can see that he's actually sat at the bar itself.
Perfect. I'll go over, not look at him, stand next to him and just get the attention of the bartender and just be like, two shots. 2 shots, please.
Yeah, sure.
Whiskey or white spirit, anything like that's fine.
Okay. You get 2 shots of whiskey pushed over to you.
I'll take the pouch and 60 gold, put the pouch and the drink next to each other, slide them across, drink my drink, and as I leave, give him a slap on, that's like a friendly slap on the shoulder, and then walk back out.
He doesn't actually respond to that at all. He doesn't respond. Sorry, I just read something and it made me laugh. So he doesn't respond. He just watches his hand sort of slides over and grabs it, puts it away. He just nods as you walk out.
I think I'll head back to the guild. I don't think I'll have anything else coming for a week or so at least, I'd imagine. I don't know how quick Cilia works, but I'm assuming I'm not getting information daily.
No, probably not. Especially considering the fact that you've both not long been in the town, so yeah. she's still trying to get her fingers as deep into as many pies as she can.
Yeah. So yeah, drop the money off and then I'll head back.
Awesome. And what would Hira be up to?
I've probably gone. There's Everyone else is going to be taking some time to go and send in their reports, but I want to go straight up and find Solomon.
Okay, yep. You easily enough able to go find Solomon.
Hey,
Oh, yes. Hello, hero. Please do come in. What can I do for you? And he watches. He sat at his desk and he sort of begins clearing away some of his paperwork and stuff, and sort of makes it look a bit neater and puts it to one side. I was reading some reports from some previous missions. What can I help you with?
shut the door behind me.
Oh, yep.
The situation you thought was bad out there is worse.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
So, those Reavers that were already very highly worried about their influence seem to have an outside connection.
Right.
You know the thing about me that we don't talk about because you're polite enough to pretend I'm a person?
I don't need to pretend you're a person. You are a person, but I know what you're on about.
Yeah. Makes one of us. Yeah. Well, there's evidence that they're here making connection with your Reavers.
That is concerning. Do you know how high up it goes?
Well,
I mean, from your side or their side.
don't know if it's direct, but it's definitely at least one. I mean, they're all older than me. Mutations among some of your wildlife.
That's not good. I am aware of a particular division of the Imperium that experiments with the natural order of things. Is that what you believe it is?
Yeah. No, it's definitely that. And it was too well put together to be one of the... Even if it was just for me, they would have just come in. You need to step up with your protections.
I have full faith in you and your capabilities, so I do not doubt that what you say to me is true. With that being the case, I don't think any level of protections that I could put in place is going to do anything against someone of that nature. As a former member yourself, you should know that it takes an army to stop somebody like that.
That's why I'm talking to you specifically. You feel like my brother does. Not the same, but enough. And I could help. I could pause him. I mean, I'm not sure how much former I am, but at least I'm trying not to be. But I think you could hold better than I could.
You hold me in such high esteem. I'm afraid that if it came to it, I would thoroughly disappoint you. My capabilities are. I mean, I don't even carry weapons with me.
At some point, you're going to have to unhide yourself. Just so I don't have to, you know? Because that would be bad.
I know a little bit more about you than you might realize, Hera. I use that name out of respect for you. I know what your real name is. If one of the horsemen is here and is in league with Kimdak, then this town is in greater danger than I had anticipated. I will contact those that I work with and up the timetable for the plans that we have. They are plans that I have not shared with you yet. I was hoping to get the others more climatized to the town itself and test their mettle, I believe is the phrase, to see if they are truly trustworthy. All of the reports that I have had back from other people suggest that they are.
Fine enough. I mean, Bram's going to get himself or everybody else killed if he's not given focus. Perry is a genius at what they do, but again, focus. Lucian has covering up something, but it's a good sense of justice. Elodie is interesting, but capable. Not been in the field with Udric yet.
There are a few members of your party, this new group that we have, that are already passed, as it were. They've already passed that particular test, mainly because I have known them for a long time, Bram being one of them. Lucian, I have had the pleasure of speaking to a few times. Udric comes on high recommendation from a family member. You, yourself, travelled with me from the Titan's Pass here. And as I said, I know a lot more about you than you realise. So I know that I can trust you.
You really shouldn't.
Elodie has a lot to grow into. My granddaughter Lilla seems to think that she is more capable than what she realizes. So there are a few things there that still need to be proven.
She's a good kid.
She is, from what I've seen. Perry is the enigma at the moment. I have known versions of Perry in the past, and I understand why they want to get hold of the items that they are looking for. What I have not told Perry is that those books were taken deliberately. They were the only thing that were actually taken from this office. Those journals, they are journals that Perry is looking for, contain the notes on something that Kimdak wants. That only, as far as I'm aware, Perry's past selves know about. Perry doesn't seem to have the knowledge of their past lives yet. I have witnessed their awakening before, and it was catastrophic. So I need you to keep an eye on them for me, please. There is no need for you to act aggressively towards them, kill them or anything like that. It's nothing like that. Perry's awakening would be a great advantage to all of us. The knowledge that they would bring would be brilliant. Is exactly what we need for the situation that we are currently in. So please, I know that I do hear everything that happens here. I know that Perry can grind your gears a little bit, especially when it comes to Sunny. But please trust that everything is connected.
I don't not trust Perry. It's just my entire life has been about control and order and being the personification of a thing that I'm going to turn into. But an It is very hard to pretend to be a person. But I'll keep an eye on it. And I'm just going to leave.
And you leave, and he's I won't share any more information that I have then, and just goes away. Carries on what he's doing. So you walk out.
Leave some information for another interesting point.
That's fair. And as you walk out of the door, I would say Lucian just comes back from the tavern and then a few moments later, everybody else returns. So Perry, Udric, Bram, and Elodie all return. Elodie seems rather quiet and heads straight into the kitchen area to go to their little alchemist bench. I forgot to say in the recap that Rodney set up an alchemy bench, basically, for Elodie to work out of in the kitchen. He was afraid of mixing the lovely colours that she was forming together with the food. But he liked the company, so he's made her a little area.
How suspicious does Bram look?
I mean, how suspicious does everybody look? I mean, the two of you can roll insight checks as you walk in, as they walk in, if you want to.
Also, considering what we're carrying, Udric, do you think you're carrying the bears, or do you think they're just walking along beside you?
Just let them walk on their own steam.
Yeah.
Oh, the bears don't bother me.
No.
You probably overhear Perry just saying, I'm not entirely sure, but I think one of them got away. I think we let one of them live.
No, possibly we're going to have to deal with that. And as long as, oh, fuck. Just look. And then I'm like, right, I think I'm going to try and get to my room before Lucian can collar me.
It's a real shame you're wearing a scarf. If you try and run past me, I'm just going to grab the scarf.
I mean,
I can make a grapple check if you need.
I said, let's contest it. Friendly grapple, but just for the humor. So I'll roll acrobatics. It's nat 20, baby, 21. Bram
I'm not going to grab you. An 11.
I'd like to think that I don't even think I dodged. I think that's the thing. Like, you might have gone for the scarf, but now your hand's just on my shoulder. I'm like, right.
And where are you going?
I am going to my room to clean off. I am covered in bear guts.
Okay, is that what have you been doing?
Slow turn. We've been fighting a corrupted bear, and thus we've now got 2 pet bears.
What the fuck?
Okay, that's enough. I'll try an insight, but I'm not great at them, to be fair.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm not lying. I'm just.
Oh, and Reavers. We've got a little bit of Reaver on us as well.
Now you have me by the scarf.
Yeah. I'm going. Nice to see you, Perry Patea. I'm just going to borrow him for a moment.
Sorry, who are you again?
Lucian.
Doesn't ring a bell. Nice to meet you.
And I pick Bram up, and is Talia anywhere?
Talia, help me!
Talia, say with that.
Tally comes out from behind the counter and is like, you need something?
I've done that in 2 campaigns now.
I'm here as an actual NPC now.
Is Hira anywhere near?
I think Kira had been prepared to go and just add a second hand to the grapple, but is now hand on weapon staring at these bears like, what the fuck?
The bears. They're only cubs.
They're
with purple eyes.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They're absolutely fine. The purple eyes is just something that they were born with, but they're not actually infected.
Nunak's been talking to them. They seem pretty chill, apparently.
Udric.
That's what I said.
No.
I think it could be a good idea for us all to just have a bit of a chat, actually.
Great.
Go up to the private room.
Okay, that is I don't know if I want 20 on insight. I don't trust these bears. I don't trust Udric.
Fair enough.
Give me something before I stop.
I pet a bear to show they're okay.
Bears! And rolling into place off the table.
I think I need you to go and tell me exactly what's up with them.
All these
Indeed.
things are so cute.
Yes, they're very cute, but also very cute things. You need to be less trusting.
Cute things scare you. That explains your outfit. Got it.
Yeah.
Can we keep one, Mummy?
We're keeping both.
I know, honey, stop playing with the murder bears.
Can we take them to the beach? I really want to go to the beach.
Sorry. Sonny,
Yes?
Molly's having a moment.
Oh, no, not one of those.
Yes, darling. Why don't you... I give you this... No, but...
Looks to everybody else and goes, good luck, and runs upstairs.
Tally, go practice your knife work. The wooden ones.
Okay.
Tally, hit the metal ones.
Yep, I did.
I still don't understand why you can't just give a knife to a child and then get them to attack another child. That seems perfectly normal.
Exactly. Oh, you're going to be so thrilled. I got Sunny a present. It'll be in there. You'll see it later. It's fine. Anyway, you seem to all have something going on here. You seem to have like a vibe. So I'm just going to leave you guys to it. Okay, bye.
No.
Yeah, I think that you're probably required as well,
Why?
because you're also part of the fight.
Yeah, but like the fight's done. And I don't know. You all seem to have beef. I'm just kind of here.
There's no beef. It's just, I come from a meeting. Solomon, we need reports, and it's probably going to be easier if we talk about it and then I give a single one.
I think we're saying there's no beef. Me and Lucian are like, I'm still being held up and like staring at each other like, going, beef?
Boys, stop it. Personnel don't need to fight like this.
This just sounds really dull. I'm going to leave you to it, okay? Bye. And I'm going to go to the kitchen.
Potato, tell you what, if you come and join us, I'll give you a spar at the pits.
No. Bye.
I thought that would be a more attractive offer than it.
I think it was a good offer, but you don't think she cares really about this stuff. So,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Shall we?
Let's.
Well, if you need someone to tussle with for training, I'll help.
No, I'm more than happy to. It was more to try and sweeten the deal for Perry, but
Peripatea did left the conversation about 2 minutes ago. I don't think there's anything we could have said.
Later anyway, I might as well practice. Come on, let's go. Bears, corrupted bear. There's fuckery happening.
Honestly,
Trying to climb up Udric at the moment, and Udric, you can hear, what's going on, strange people, help.
Udric will kind of scritch them both behind the ears.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
just say to them, just stay by me for the moment.
Okay.
And we'll walk into the same area that we were chatting in before.
Okay. So in the mercenary company, there is the entranceway with the reception, the stairs that lead upstairs, Solomon's office to the right, and then to the left is the eating area. At the end of the eating area, there is like a partitioned area with soft seating, sofas, chairs, all that sort of stuff around a fireplace. So that's where Udric is going at the moment.
Josh.
Yes.
What colour are Lucian and Kira's auras?
Ooh, now that is rather interesting. Lucian's is a greyish white, not too dissimilar from his actual skin tone. Kira's is a combination of purple with a black outline. The black seems to be trying to take over the purple, but the purple seems to be fighting against it. As if there's conflict.
Okay. And does it kind of ebb and flow dependent on mood, I guess?
From Hera more than Lucian, Hera's is very, very close to how Bram's aura sort of radiates, and similar to how Elodie's elevates. There's a lot of, when certain emotions are hit, it flares up. Although with Hera, it's probably different emotions than Bram and Elodie. And with Lucian, it's always a static aura. There's never any sort of bursts or anything. Not that you've seen so far, because you've been able to. This has been a regular thing for you the entire time.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll walk into the room and wait for the others to join him.
Does anybody else want to go in
Yeah.
to the area?
I feel like I called this meeting, so I might as well.
You get the nice seat then. You get the big plush armchair.
Yeah.
Okay, just
So I don't want the big plush armchair. I want the nice, simple wooden one that I can have as a barrier between my torso. Because I sit on all chairs backwards, barrier between my torso and anything coming against me, and a nice wall behind.
Then you get that chair.
Yeah, Udric also goes for a simple wooden one.
Awesome. Just before we come to this conversation, we're going to go into the kitchen area as Perry sort of not bursts into the kitchen, but sort of comes into the kitchen. Elodie's over in the corner doing alchemical things. It seems to be very focused on that, so is unapproachable because it's one of those NPCs that you can't talk to at the minute, can't click on. But Rodney's moving around, getting things ready for dinner at the minute. You see he's chopping some bits up, and as you walk in, he goes, "Oh, hi, Perry. How you doing?"
Hey, Rodders, pretty good. What's for dinner?
I like that name. Dinner, right. Well, we've had some meat delivered from the farm now, so we've actually got pork. I'm splitting the pork down, so I'm making some bacon, so we've got bacon for tomorrow. I normally just order a whole pig. And then we've got some ribs, barbecue ribs, and some pulled pork, and some of that bit. And he points to where the head is. We've got some of that as well.
Awesome. Okay, you've just answered a lifelong question for me. I always wondered what pork was, but it's a pig, you say?
Yeah.
Why isn't it called pig?
I don't actually know. That's actually a very good question.
Anyway, we just came back from it was a mission, violence was had. So I was just hoping to get like some rainbow milk or like a really spicy burger or something. Do you have anything?
I could do a
Having a
spicy
meeting
burger.
in the other room, like they're doing, I don't know, boring grown up stuff, and I'm really hungry after that fight.
I could definitely do some. I could definitely do some burger. In fact, actually, one of the priestesses came by a few days ago. I've been meaning to talk to you about it, but just been so busy. She actually bought a delivery of some stuff. Let me just go and. She said it was for you. Goes into the chiller area, and she said something about rainbow milk, and I was a bit confused about it, but I kept it to one side for you. And he brings out a crate of milk with different tiers of color. It's the rainbow milk that both you and Stacey had made.
Brilliant.
It's basically jelly bean milk.
It's very, very sweet milk.
Yes. If you'd like that, I could do you a spicy burger. If you'd like, do you like? Now the question is, because I know you said you've got a bit of a sweet tooth. Do you like sweet spice or do you like spice?
I like spice, like makes you question your life choices and makes your soul leave your body spice.
I've got just the thing.
Right. I have one more question, actually.
Right.
I'm going to lower my voice. It's about Elodie, but she's not accessible at the moment.
Yeah, for some reason she seems to have blended in with the background. It doesn't seem to be clickable. Yeah.
Yeah. But she was drinking something and it gave her wings. Does she have Red Bull?
I don't know what Red Bull is, but she does like to make like little potions and things over there. They're all pretty colours, and I don't like to question it. So, and it's nice to have the extra company. So, I just leave her to it. That'll be something you'll need to talk to her about, I think.
I'll see if I can get her to let me try one of her drinks next time when she's accessible again.
Yeah, when she's accessible.
Cool. I wait for my rainbow milk and my burger, and I let the grown-ups talk.
We'll come back to the making of the burger in a moment as we come back to the grown-ups, and
And
Let
Bram.
them talk. Pretty grown up, Sam Bram.
I'm just a child.
I am the youngest person in this room, thank you very much.
Probably.
Just stare at Bram. I don't really. He hasn't even really looked at the bears. Like, that's fine. The bears.
Right. Okay. So, the job was that the fisherman was having issues, that bears were stealing fish, and the bears were taking more fish than they needed. We went up into the mountains, not the mountains that we went up last time, other way. We went to go and investigate. As it turns out, that there was a bear cave, these two little guys, and their dar had been corrupted by this purple stuff. The reavers were trying to steal the bears. We, thanks to communication, we were able to get rid of the bears, the big one. Then the reavers basically said that we weren't going anywhere. They were taking the bears, and we dealt with them. But now, according to Perry, we didn't deal with them. There's one out there somewhere.
Thanks to communication.
But we saved the two little bears, but I don't know how much good that's going to be in the long run now. Especially if it's that Kindak guy, but...
Sure.
Who were you communicating with? Each other? A third external party?
What do you mean?
He was very focused on this one specific detail.
What do you
He
mean
said thanks to
communication?
communication you put down the bear.
Udric here can talk to animals. It's not an orc thing.
Okay.
It's an Udric thing.
Seems that there's a couple of things have been taken for granted as just something everyone can do, and one of them is I can read auras apparently.
Great.
Yours is a lovely purple.
Don't.
Okay, sorry. I don't know what it means. And another thing is, well, I seem to have magic now. I never had it before. Never noticed. I can talk to animals, and also I was spraying them with like poison and stuff. I think I may have drained the life force out of some of them actually and all. But as part of that, I can tell you for a fact, these bears have not got a single infection in them. Just have purple eyes, that's all.
Yeah, they're your bears. There's not a right lot we can say about that. It's fine.
So, they're fine. The thing wasn't?
No, its skeleton burst out of its body. It was full-on mutated, very similar to the creature that we fought yesterday. Not an amalgamation, but like it was huge. It was about 20 foot up, huge creature mutated. By whatever this purple stuff was. So whatever's
I spoke
happened...
to it before it died. Could tell that it was in a lot of pain, and and also it knew where the infection had come from. The water in the cave.
So accidental, not deliberate creation.
Possibly not intentional, especially if it's come through the water. I mean, Elodie took some samples, so I mean, if she was communicable with, she'd be the person we need to talk about. But
inconclusive. But the Reavers seem to know about it, even if it wasn't done deliberately.
And one of them got away.
Not for want of trying.
No. But I don't think that really matters much, does it?
You've brought the timeline up rather quickly.
Yeah.
We're not equipped. We're certainly not powerful enough.
We might need to recruit some more, certainly.
It's going to be interesting.
We couldn't let them. It's sort of gestures to the bears. It's like it was wrong.
This one's on me.
No, we all did it. We should be more thorough. We got too excited trying to clean up our tracks, but we made it worse. To be honest, if this guy's who he says he is, then I don't think he's really going to care whose fault it is. It's going to be on all of us.
I'd say things to you, but then I would be a giant hypocrite.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, you can say it. Yesterday you said, keep a cool head, keep it calm. God.
I say
Guardians.
it's experience. God. Yeah, I've got a little one running around somewhere up there. Sucking things with wooden daggers.
Well, she got a hammer now, but I don't think that's going to do us much good. No insult to Sunny, she's vicious, but...
We can step up watching. We're not all needed on our missions, so one of us can always be keeping a weathered eye on the school.
I'd be surprised if they did anything directly at you immediately. It'll take time. Gangs are different. It depends on how developed and clever they are, what they deal with. Some might be just bullies, reactionary thugs. I don't know. I haven't seen their Reavers enough to really know. Or they might be organised in crime. If they're organised, that's actually to our benefit. Yeah, it might mean that they're smarter, but they're not gonna just come and kick all doors down straight away. But if they're thugs, the benefit is they're not as clever, but the negative is they'll come and break everything in this place.
The ones that were in the Rusty Pirate there, the ones who beat up the landlord, they're gone. We got rid of them. And I think from what Udric says, there was some littering, but these seem to be low-level thugs that we took off the board. But we need to we need to tell Solomon. Obviously, we need to report. But
I'm already halfway through the report. I'll go finish it off. I can soften some of the edges. Follow up on I'll go, and then I'll go and ask Evie if she wants to go hit me. I need a fight.
You mean Perry?
Right?
Yeah.
But yes.
Evie does exist, as established.
Stop naming people after us.
Look, folks, Josh is going to name at least one NPC after every player, so we get confused.
Mm-hmm. Now there's an Evelyn. I'm an Evelyn.
That's one done for me already.
Sorted.
That's fair if she wants to have a practice fight. Let's get up and then just turn back to Uda going, just purple? Nothing else?
Bit of black on the edge.
I was hoping there'd be some gold, but I guess not me. And I just keep leaving conversations.
Turn around,
This is
walk
why
out.
we're going to be best friends.
Find Solomon, I'm just going to report everything else and then...
Are you doing our report for us? These guys brought bears.
There are bears. But I'm already halfway through the linking between things. So I'm just going to carry and finish it off. But yeah, and then I go, once that's done, I go find Perry and ask her if she wants to go in. As a weapon user to a weapon user, just if they want to fight me. For fun.
as you walk into the kitchen area to find Perry. Perry, your burger has just been finished. It looks proper. I'm just going to use the word because I want to. It looks proper mint. I don't know why I use that word. You watched.
Curry.
Yeah.
It's a spicy burger.
Yeah.
With a little bit of mint sauce on the side. It's lamb. Yeah.
You watched the sauce be put on it, and Rodney had to put gloves on in order to put the sauce on it. It is almost burn through you hot.
Excellent. Rodney understands the assignment.
He gets a little bit on his glove and he goes and licks it. It goes
Here, milk.
milk, thank you. Oh, that's sweet. Oh,
Yeah, it is.
it's nice though. Might
Great.
have to get some more. Puts that down. Here's your burger.
How is
Oh,
it?
hang on. Before you eat it,
Oh,
Solomon told me I need to get people to sign this before they eat my sauce. You need to sign this to say that if you die, it's not my fault. Thank you. It is a very nice burger. It is. I don't know if anybody has ever had like really hot chilies before and then tried to then not have milk or anything. It's that ramped up to 1,000. It's very, very hot, and you get a very, very warm sensation through you in your body as Gwen is sort of feeling the effects of it.
oh no!
That's so cruel.
Does
it's
Gwen
that
like
s-
spicy food?
It's that strong that the dormant soul within you can feel it.
Want to carry that strong?
Yeah.
This is the absinthe of curry sauce.
But yeah, as you're eating that, Hera walks in.
You gotta try this burger. It's so spicy.
You've had hotter.
Winks.
Ooh.
Interesting.
How was the grown-up talk? Licks fingers as finishes off burger.
Grown up talk was fine. Everything's bad, and worse than we thought it was. But stuff, yeah, as expected.
I have a question for you, by the way.
Yes.
So, Rama Silverus Rex told me that you can also see the ghost fox, right?
Ish. Like,
You died.
I don't think so.
I guess that's the criteria off the list. That's all I was going off of.
Could be connected though. Different connections to death.
You have a connection to death. Are you the embodiment of death? You have to tell me if you're the embodiment of death.
Yes, I absolutely am the embodiment of death.
Insight check.
I like to
I
be
got a
Perry asks
9.
everyone that. You gotta tell me.
I'm suspicious that you are the embodiment of death.
I'm not going to tell you what I am rolling for.
Sure. Sleight of hand as you sneak away.
But it is a 17.
You're trying to tell if Perry is dumb as rocks. The answer is yes.
I
I
say,
don't-
you think it's true, but you think it's true as a bit. Other than it's...
I mean, it's true, but I don't really know the rules of this world too well, so it could be anything. Keep an open mind.
True. Do you want to go fight me? I need someone who can actually hold their own and not get moralistic or blubbery about it and feeling emotions.
Sure, but I warn you that your vanity muscles are going to be put to the test. I'm not going to go easy on you.
Again, there's a reason I'm asking you.
Okay, sure, let's go. Weapons or no weapons?
Weapons.
Excellent. Takes massive scythe.
Outside, the Tally will kill me if I go and ruin anything here.
Cool.
She is my babysitter. I cannot risk her being mad at me.
Something tells me she'd forgive you pretty quickly.
As
Cool.
you both walk out of the kitchen area, there is a loud knock on the door. Tally's looking around going, I wonder who that could be. Come in, please. And she begins like tidying up the desk and things and puts the jelly beans away. And the door opens and a figure steps into the mercenary company. This figure stands probably about 6 foot to 6'5". He's wearing battered leather armor with the sleeves missing, but with like leathered straps around the arms. Has a big red scarf, not too dissimilar to Bram's, but bigger around his neck. Shaved head on one side with scarring going all the way up like lightning crackling up. His hair is almost like anime-esque to the side. One eye, he's got a big scar going down the side of it, and he has 2 red ribbons on his sleeve as a reaver walks into the mercenary company. And Tally's face is like, what are you doing here? You know you're not allowed in here. And he doesn't say anything. He just strides up to the counter and looks down at Tally and goes, Solomon, can you leave, Solomon? And the door to Solomon's office opens and Solomon steps out. Right, what do you want? And the figure just walks over to him, goes to his side and pulls out a piece of paper and hands it to Solomon. Turns around and then goes to walk out, spots whoever is in the area, looks at all of you. Udric, you can see his aura is blood red and is manic in the way that it moves. It hasn't got like a natural flow to it. It's consistently moving around and throwing itself all over the place. And just as he looks and catches both and he's Italia then, catches both Hera and Perry coming out, one of his eyes turns purple and then he walks out. Solomon just looks down at the piece of paper. Great. Okay.
What's with Chuckles?
Looks at the door, walks over to it and shuts it. That was Jevic, one of the top lieutenants of the Reavers. He's handing me a piece of paper that only means one thing, and that is I've been summoned by Kimdak. So, something I'm going to have to go and deal with. I'll need to read your reports from the previous mission before I go, just in case. Is there anything that I need to be aware of so I'm not caught off guard?
Did Hera snitch?
Hera hasn't had a chance to yet.
Ah, right, okay.
And it's
Yes.
more accurately report on what happened rather than snitching.
Well, you know.
I think it was Solomon. They encountered it too. It's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
I need to find Perry. That was it.
Yeah.
I take it that's what these bear cubs are then.
Oh, you mean Ruxpin and Kissifer?
Those are very nice names.
Aye, their parents. One has been taken by the Reavers already. One had mutated beyond what the Reavers had accounted for, and they fled it. We had to deal with it.
Right, so more of this mutation. He looks over to Hera. More of this type of stuff.
Jeffrick's got it too.
Purple?
Mm.
Okay, I think I know what might be happening here. Let me deal with this. All of you, please. Don't follow me. If you've encountered the Reavers already, and did they survive?
One of them did.
Okay, so they're dead, which means there's going to be a price to pay. Okay, right. Let me deal with this. You all, please feel free to take any jobs that are on the board or anything. Tally, can you get Lilla for me, please? Yeah. I'll go get Lilla. She'll meet you. I'll get her to meet you at the tavern. Okay, that's where I'll go. I'll see you.
In everybody's defense, they wanted the bears, and there was no way that it was going to let that happen. Honestly, they completely stepped out of line.
Okay, he walks over to you because the bear's with you, and he looks down at the bears and sort of holds his hand out. Come here. And the bears sort of sniff around him. And
He's all right. Solomon's a good one.
Yes, I'm okay. And they go, rah, rah. They make noises at him. And you hear them say, because you've still got the Speak with Animals going, because we're going with the Baldur's Gate 3 version of Speak with Animals, not the shitty 10-minute one. You hear them say, "Oh, he smells nice. Let's go give him a whiff. Oh, yeah, let's go and have a little sniff, see if he's okay." And Solomon goes, "No, I'm fine. You don't have to worry about that." And they both seem startled at the fact that he's talking to them. "Can you understand us?" Of course, please come here. And goes round. He sort of puts his hand underneath one of their chins and just raises their head slightly and tilts their head so he can see into the eye. And you can see their purple eye reflects on his eyes, not in a sense that it's just like you can see their eyes in his eyes. Magic. Raw magic. Okay, he's closer than I thought. Right. I'm going to go deal with this. Turns around and goes to walk away. He's one of these, he's the same as Perry and Hera. He's one of these people who says something and then walks away without giving any explanation.
Does he get off on being just randomly cryptic at very tense, vital moments? It just seems to be kind of his thing.
It's either that or you find him reminiscing about past romantic endeavors at length in way too much detail.
Yeah,
Those
I heard
are
about
rare,
pirates.
but it happens. Yeah, he's got a thing about pirates.
Yeah, blue pirates as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're following, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're going to kill him.
Okay, very well.
No, they won't. They're the clever ones. They didn't come in here kicking and breaking stuff. They want money. They're smart.
The Reavers are clever.
They're not just going to kill the guy that's peeing them off constantly.
Lucian, you don't understand. The person that they're connected to is petty and vengeful, from what I have heard.
Just to observe.
Doesn't sound
not to
like
get
he's-
involved.
Sorry.
Just to observe, not to get involved.
He told us to don't go near him. You're going to just disrespect the guy that's supposed to be leading us immediately? Your second
Always
day
do what
here?
Daddy tells you to.
I mean, you're going to do whatever you want. I'm talking to the more reasonable people.
I can't go. If it's what I think it is, I will cause more problems being there than even just observing. Mostly because evil things going on and I am a paladin and I don't want to risk it.
You either don't trust him and you're going to disrespect him and follow him, or you're going to respect the leader and do as he asks. Do you not think, in the politest way possible, you've kind of fucked it up already?
Listen, this town is a powder keg. You've
Oh,
seen
it's
the
good.
way those Reavers act. Whatever happens is going to happen. We may have sped it along, but it was always coming to this conclusion.
No, it would have just been nice to be in a stronger position. And there's something else going on that Hera's not telling us.
I'm not. What?
You just made some elusive comment about someone being in control in the background. Like,
Oh,
you clearly know something we don't.
Elodie picked up on it. Our last mission, something connected to what's happening with these animals.
Insight check.
You may insight check. Anybody may insight check if they wish.
That's only a 13.
I am also suspicious, so why not?
21 if I'm not telling you.
I got a nat 1, so.
I got 2, so 6 in total.
Are you rolling, Bram?
Bram is stuck in a flashback about something from his past that he's like, oh, this goes back a lot further than I thought it did. Yeah, and also now not completely trusting Mr. Solomon. So yeah, Bram is completely 10,000 yards stare.
My only issue is that I failed my insight, but the thing that kind of confuses my brain is what Hira just said doesn't actually make sense. So I don't know how I go about that. Because he kind of goes like, all right, Hira's telling the truth, but also that doesn't make sense from what we discovered.
I don't think it's more that the insight roll was to determine whether Hira was telling the truth or not. Because what Hira has said contradicts telling the truth or not. I think it was more whether I think your insight check was more whether you could find a crack in Hira's, like, in the way Hira has said something, or in like a tell or something that Hira might have that you could hone in on and then try and get in that way.
Yeah, okay.
But you've not been able to sort of spot or notice something in what has been said or
so it's a bit of
language.
like Lucian sort of obviously doesn't believe you, but is willing to drop it.
Yeah.
I was doing some research while you were off. It was a bit strange. Anyway, I am going to go and find my child, and then here's the thing: even if we don't follow Solomon, we have found some strange goings on that suggest something is up just by following these job boards, by being in with the people. I think that's our way to go. That we take these jobs are just to make sure that we're making a presence of, our presence known, that we are not the Reavers, we are here to help. We take these jobs. For both of these, it seems like there's been some secret that's come up. We take another one, I guarantee you there'll be something else there. The more information we can find, the more we can use to help. And then when it's time to storm, we have more to work with.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I'm still following.
I could do with something to take my mind off things.
Do you want to follow it, Perry, or do you want to have a big fight?
Oh, see, now you're speaking. Like, I was going to say that I was actually going to pause and say, look, if people don't want me to follow, you need to distract Perry with something shinier. You've hit it on the head.
Both missions that we've had by dealing and investigating what's going on in the town have had a big fight. Guaranteed big fight.
Big, scary looking mutant thing that Perry's connected. So most likely we're going to end up, like Hera says, in a big circle and end up in the shit again. So we might as well go and clear something big, mean, and scary.
Okay.
Do the job.
Okay, I'm in it for the fight, but I want to make something clear, whatever your name is, Motions to Lucian. I do not trust Solomon, and if you do, there might be something wrong with your head. That guy is not trustworthy.
I don't trust any of you.
You were just preaching trust of our almighty leader.
No. You just misunderstood what I was saying.
No, I think you are misremembering what you were saying, babes.
Mm.
We've established the relationship. It's hate.
Yeah. I didn't want hate this time.
You can work to change. You can become bosom buddies by the end.
You can evolve.
Yeah, character arcs.
As you're all having this conversation,
Hira has gone and left the conversation to go and make sure that her child and Talia are connected together in the same place.
I will be waiting for you outside in training grounds.
As you head upstairs, Hira, to find Sunny, who's gone upstairs, Tally's still downstairs, but you pass Lilla on the stairs. And she's fully geared up, short sword packed away, cloak on and everything. She's like, right, I'll go follow my grandpa, I suppose. Are you lot tagging along, or are you sort of sticking behind?
We're doing a roundabout route. We're
That's-
not
that's-
supposed to follow, but so no one says we can't investigate the other aspects.
I was about to say that sounds really boring, but actually that's probably a sensible idea. But, you know, if you fancy following, I'm not going to stop you, but carries on. Oh, by the way, your kid's in one of the other rooms doing something, not sure what.
Sonny!
You hear, and then the door shut.
Sonny, stay. I'm not mad at you. I just need to know what you're doing.
Nothing.
Honey bunny.
It's got that look of, you've caught me doing something, but I've not done anything. Look on their face. No.
Kitty cat. Kitty cat, what have you done?
Absolutely nothing. I was not drawing a nice picture for anybody or anything.
There's nothing wrong with that.
On the wall.
Okay. It's not my wall.
I didn't have any paper, so I was drawing a picture, and it was of the really the scary, the one that's scary but isn't you, Perry. That's the one who likes jelly beans. I drew it on their wall. Am I in trouble?
Honestly, I do not know how they're going to take it. Could be fine. Could be very much not fine. I do not know. We're going to go and find Tally, and she will give you paper.
Okay. She's down. Okay, yeah. And go downstairs. You meet up with Tally. Tally's like, oh, yep, no, that's fine. I've got some paper here behind the counter. Just make sure you don't draw on those reports, Sonny. Off, I suppose. Off you go. Josh has realised that it's still the second day, so you need to sleep.
No sleep. Adventure.
Sleep is for the dead.
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
You're going to go on the paper or knife work. Knife work is fine, right? Like,
What? I can't. Yeah?
good. I don't know. Only time I talk about child rearing, you look at me horrified.
No, that's right. I don't mind looking after Sonny in the evening. A lot of the places that, if you're going to take a job off of the job board, a lot of the places are going to be sort of closed, or people are going to be asleep now. So if you want to do a job, there's a couple of hunt jobs there. If you want to do those, go hunt. If I did overhear you say something about fighting, the hunt jobs would be the ones that you want to do if you want to fight something.
Okay, let's go fight something. Okay, let's grab one of those. Be good. Be good. Both of you.
We'll try. They're both saying in unison.
Okay, they go up and then just nods it. The others go, okay, let's go. Hunt job.
What?
It's meta, but can I go grab something from my room?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah.
What would you like to go grab?
I'm grabbing a new hand axe, just for safety, and also looking at my wall while I'm here because I'm very interested in the walls.
That wall seems very interesting. As you walk in, the sort of the largest part of the wall is uncovered. There's no, all of the, like the bedding, the table, and the chest of drawers and all that are either up against the other wall or where the window is. So this wall is pretty much completely open. It's like an open canvas. And on it, and you're not sure how Sonny has been able to draw this much in this short period of time, but the entire wall is completely covered there. And it's not like it's a child's drawing on the wall either, like what you've seen her draw on paper. This is almost like Same sort of level as one of the world's greatest painters. Van Gogh, is that a one? Van Gogh? Van Gogh. Yeah, that's the one from Doctor Who, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting. That's where I'm getting it from.
If that's how you know Van Gogh, then fine. What a good episode.
The basilica, just all of that on the walls and the ceiling.
Michelangelo, just a lot of
just in Chapel-esque.
Yeah.
But it is spot on. Like, you could, if this was framed, it'd probably sell for a lot of money. It depicts a large pink tree. Now, you know that there is a large pink tree in the center of the upper level of the town. And this sort of seems to depict that with the leaves falling off of it. And there is the fight pit behind, like the tent for it is in sort of like the foreground, and sort of hacking into one of the, like a training dummy that's painted there, is a picture of you, Perry, except you hacking into the tree, or not into a tree, sorry, into a training dummy. Your vision that Sunny has got of you seems proper spot on. You look slightly taller than what you actually are, maybe from the picture. Just about tell, I mean, to Sunny, anybody is massive. As the picture goes along the wall, you watch as the colouring begins to get duller and it begins to go to a more black and white and greys, and the trees and everything begin to turn to dead trees, and the buildings that were full of light and colour in the background begin to fade out, and you can see that Sunny has drawn some pictures, some silhouetted figures of people with red is the only colour that's on them, on their bandanas, and what looks to be black flames on the buildings before it sort of finishes at the wall.
Is there anything to tell me that Sunny did this?
It's signed Sunny in the bottom left corner.
This just
Wait,
became
pause.
concerning.
Is my daughter possessed? Don't answer that. Unpause.
Is Sunny possessed?
With talent.
This was deeply unsettling. Of all the deeply unsettling things that have gone on in this room this campaign already.
So as you all meet back up to head out, the question that I have for you...
I had a...
Oh, yes, sorry, yep.
If people are kind of reconvening, like, you know, Hera's coming down and Peripatea's coming back down from their room, I think Udric has been talking to Tally, and kind of started the conversation off with, you know, would you mind looking after me bears?
Oh yeah, of course. They seem pretty well trained for wild bears, but I'm sure. I mean, we've got a stable area out the back. We don't have any horses at the moment, so they could stay out there for the time being.
Yeah, much obliged. Okay. And I think that probably just as Harry and Hera come down, kind of starts going, actually, there was one other thing that I've been meaning to try and say. Oh, heading off. All right, never mind.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you ever want to talk, just I'm always here. Or if you want me to, I've had Elodie come and talk to me in private before. If you wanted to talk in private, we can just let me know and we can sort something out.
Yeah, but I think another time.
Okay, no worries. Sunny, you going to come with me? We're going to go play with the bears out back. Okay.
Be good.
So the question that I have for everybody before we go on break is, it's been decided that you're doing a hunt mission. There are 3 hunt missions that you can choose from. It's up to you which one you want to do. So there is one known as the Red Shadow. It's just there have been reports of figures attacking merchants on the way into town. Not so much a go talk to somebody about it. It's more of, this is the location where they are. You can go hunt them if you want to. There's another one for drowners on the beach. Some drowners have been spotted on the beach and has stopped the locals from wanting to go to said beach, because the beach area is actually protected from the drowners through netting systems and all that sort of stuff. And the third one is to go and hunt down what's the name of it? Wyvern. There we go. A baby wyvern in the woods.
And Lucian, grab all three. Peripatea, would you please mind standing there for a second?
Why?
I'll show you. And then he passes one piece of paper to Udric, one piece of paper to Bram, and then stands in a line with all three facing you. Which one do you want to do?
Well, I don't like you, so I'm not going to pick yours.
I don't know which one I've got.
Do you want to roll me a d6 and then half it, d3? That's the word I'm looking for.
I've been doing this voice for so long, my voice is now naturally just going into this area. It's not
a 3.
A 3, so that would be the wyvern one.
If we pick the wyvern, though, we might not fight it. Udric might rescue it instead.
100% was looking at that.
Yeah.
I got the wyvern one, so not the wyvern.
I'm going to spin in a circle and then stop with a finger pointing somewhere, hopefully to the front.
Roll me a d4, please.
As you point at the door. You point
I want to go
upstairs.
that way.
It's bed.
1.
1. Okay, so you point to the. Let me just see. I've got the number these quickly. The red
That's
shadow.
The red shadow.
Oh,
Shadow. We're hunting thieves.
I mean, considering the way things are going, that does sound like Reavers. Are we absolutely sure that we want to keep angering the Reavers, especially now Mr. Solomon's gone?
Yes.
You would also
Right,
know
okay.
that you would also know that Tally wouldn't put, because Tally's the one who puts jobs on the board, that Tally wouldn't put any jobs to do with the Red Reavers on the board.
Obviously about the Reavers.
Well, most things seem to be about the Reavers.
Well, the
at
last
moment.
2 jobs were a semi-disaster then.
this red shadow that's not potentially a red or a shadow, but definitely something.
Oh, let's give that one a go.
Yeah.
Just fight it until it gives us answers.
And as we go to break, you're able to grab any gear or anything that you want ready for the mission. There is going to be a fight, so be prepared for that. We are going to go for break as you all begin to leave the town area. You watch as we sort of come away from the party as they are leaving Merkstead, and we circle out and follow the path up to Upper Merkstead, to where the Church of Balance is, and to large iron gates that lead to the graveyard. And we watch as Solomon and Lilla enter into the graveyard, and all around the different gravestones, leading all the way up to a derelict manor, are Reavers. And that is where we're going to go to break. Thank you very much, everybody. We will see you all in 5 to 10 minutes as we have our short rest, and come back and see what shenanigans the party get themselves up to with the Red Shadow. Goodbye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Roll Together RPG. Talia is currently distracted by a new set of dice that she has, but we're going to carry on all the same. See, those are some amazing dice. Speaking of dice, if you like some dice, go to phoenixdice.com, our sponsor for our shows. They have some amazing roll together dice. They'll be in the link in chat or in the description below. Thank you, Phoenix Dice. Anyway, on the first half of this adventure, our party came together after Perry, Udric, Bram, and Elodie had a bit of an encounter with some Reavers that resulted in 4 of the 5 of them dying and 1 getting away seriously injured. And adopting 2 bears, outdoing Talia's adopt ratio in this campaign so far. across all games that Talia's been in to do with this game so far, including ones that have been on Patreon. What? Don't look at me like that.
You can't beat my ratio, because my ratio at some points, some games, has been the entire party.
True. Also the town probably as well. We will have the entire town adopted at some point, I reckon. The
Maybe.
group have had a discussion about various different things, from the tasting of spicy burgers to talking about the outcome of certain events that are happening. A Reaver actually turned up at the mercenary company, cheek of it, why would they do that, and handed a note to Solomon specifically. The note, Solomon stated, was summoning him, and the group decided to let off some steam by going on a hunt mission, which is basically a fight for a creature known as the Red Shadow. As we come back into it, the party leaving Merkstead, having fully geared up, Solomon and his granddaughter Lilla enter into the graveyard of Merkstead, the Merkstead graveyard, up in the higher levels of the town, and Reavers come out from behind the graves. But that's not the focus of this. We're going to focus on the players. So as you all leave Merkstead, the job that you took off of the job board didn't have somebody that you needed to go talk to. It didn't say anything like that. It just gave you a location. It said that the Red Shadow had been spotted 5 to 10 miles outside of Merkstead, so well past where Redstone Farm is, and up a mountain pass, normally well-trodden mountain pass that merchants take and all of that sort of stuff. So you can begin to make your way that way. Is there anything that anybody would like to discuss on the way? It's 5 to 10 miles, so Josh doing math in his head, it's going to take you probably a good number of hours to get there. This is night time as well, so it's going to take you a good 4, maybe 5 hours to get there at a brisk pace.
I have a torch. Yay! I shall light my torch.
Do we get to have a short rest?
You may roll for a short rest. Yes, unfortunately for those who were in the last session, because we actually didn't go to the next day, you're still injured. There seems to be something wrong with Bram. Every now and then he just seems to jerk a little bit as you carry on walking through the woods.
It is just Hawthorne going, "Ang."
Yeah. Would anybody...
So say anyone with a connection to the spirit world, you are seeing this happen in real time.
Is there anything that anybody would like to talk about on your journey? As I said, it's going to take about 4 hours. Those of you who were in the previous session can hit the short rest button. Unfortunately, we're on the second day still, so you can't hit the long rest button.
So I'll light my torch. I can't remember if I did that already. And Lucian sort of, for the first time, kind of looks like more animated and thought, it's like, I don't know if I can punch a shadow.
I mean, it's worth trying. Assuming it is a, shadow, and not just, someone dressed up as Ghost. That would be easier.
Shadow boxing's a thing.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You can punch a shadow.
I'll certainly try. I wonder if it's Red Shadow because it's really quick.
Sorry, who are you again? When did you join us?
I'm not really going to bother because you won't remember. Just the big idiot. Pick your choice. It's up to you.
I guess we're traveling with just some guy now. Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. I don't have to play the game.
If it's sentient, I will have to say I am under oath to at least attempt a conversation first. The conversation will be, if you're doing bad things, stop or we'll punch you. But I am kind of oath bound to attempt it. I know it's a thing.
No, it's I mean, Udric had a conversation with the bear monster a few hours ago, and that kind of assuaged any kind of guilt we felt about it. I think diplomacy's not a terrible idea, really.
I was going to vote for the drowners because I know I can just kill them straight off.
Oh no, the drowners are terrible. You know, having spent like 3 weeks on the ocean, they are, and I'm scared of the ocean, as we all should be. Let me tell you about the Kraken. Just canonically, Bram is scared of the ocean, so oh come on. Bram is scared of the ocean, so canonically he had a miserable free bit of help when he got up. You know what?
You're all right. Just keep going. You're fine.
Just like
Bram is scared of the ocean canonically, but had 3 weeks punching drowners, so felt much better afterwards. It's nice to be literally able to punch away your fears.
Now, as we know, the Kraken is a terrifying beast that's out there in the deep sea, so if any of you had anything resembling common sense, you won't go fighting a Kraken. Drowners, on the other hand, do bleed. They do die if you stab them hard enough with a spear. So, yeah, no, it's not a nice place out there, and drowners are a terrible thing.
No, it's bad. When we learned to swim, we got taught how to swim. We all got just basically tied up and thrown into the ocean and expected to swim back and
Oh.
survive. I mean, not everyone did, but I did. It was fine.
Yeah, yay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No one's looking at anyone like anything. We're just where exactly was it that you grew up that they threw you in the ocean like that?
I mean, no. Up, I think everywhere's north from here, so.
Yeah, no, apart from the places that are south, but from what I hear, that's mostly undead territory. It's the Rising.
And the desert.
And across the desert, and the thanks. I mean, I was in the desert many years ago when I was little. It's nice if you get a chance. Hot. You need a hat, but you don't need a scarf.
you keep mentioning this. Sorry, I'm doing your accent now.
Wait.
Hildrick, right? You keep mentioning this rising. What do you mean? That's all undead territory. Whereabouts are you talking about?
Right down. So did you completely miss the Rising? Like the dead? I mean, I missed a lot of it because I was out west in the swamps. But you know, the dead rose and the vampire. Look at the others as if Bram was like, have I just imagined an undead rising?
Doesn't look like Lucian's ever heard of it.
So,
What?
Josh, I don't know what role this would be. Udric's confused because he hasn't really heard about the Rising because he fought in it. And we didn't have a name for it, I don't think.
They didn't have a name at that point. Normally when these sort of events happen, they normally don't get named until years after said event. So you can make a history roll, I would say. Everybody else can, other than Bram, who's currently talking about it, everybody else can make a history roll if they would like to. It's going to be various levels of difficulty for each of you.
I don't think Lucian would have thought about it.
That's for me.
Oh, Josh, if you're gaslighting me about the uprising.
That for me is a sordid 20.
Oh, sorted.
Yeah. Not natural.
Fittingly for Terry, got a natural 1 with a -1 for a 0.
Yeah, Perry, unfortunately, you're only like a month old, so yeah.
I just cracked open my new dice. Got a natural 20.
Yay!
With a -1 is a 19.
Still a natural 20 though, so I'll still reward that.
The highly intelligent barbarians know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Great representation.
Lucian obviously didn't roll, so doesn't know anything. Perry, what jibber jabber are they talking about?
I've got no idea.
No idea whatsoever. For Hera, you wouldn't have been old enough to have fought in the Rising. Not that you would have anyway, because it happened in the southern part of Idorune, and where you're from, it didn't touch you. But you heard about it. The Imperium got regular reports on what was happening in the Rising because they had vested interests in the outcome of it. So you know what it was and how it was going and all of that sort of stuff. Udric, obviously the term the Rising means absolutely nothing to you. However, from the way that Bram is describing it, it might be, I don't know if it would be common sense or just naturally working out that you don't know of any other incident where the undead were coming together as an army. So it might be that. You have been in your grove for a few years, so that would give it enough time for it to be named.
Look, I don't know about no Rising, but when I were in the army, we were mostly fighting against the zombies and the undead.
That'll be it then. I guess they've given it a new name then, rather than, I suppose if it was you just fighting, it was the war. But...
A couple of years ago, yeah, the war.
Yeah. So
didn't go well.
Down south, right? Or
yeah.
Well, so you went through that. I mean, as I said, I was, to my knowledge, was out west in the swamps, so I didn't really get to see that. But
do you know if there's any settlements still there?
Can I roll history, Josh?
You can roll history. You know from your one-on-one in particular that no, you don't, because you have memory loss. Carry on.
18.
18. So, not including that information that you no longer remember, you know that the entirety of southern Idorune, except for the desert area and the swamp, were overrun with undead. Everything from the Titan's Pass all the way down to the city of Aeodrun, which is where the Rising actually started. That's where that was the original capital of the kingdom. But when the royal family were assassinated by an archmage called Savannah, she rose the dead from the tombs and the graves in that city, and it was a large city, so there's a lot of undead, and basically just pushed out from there. The only place that wasn't affected by the Rising in this kingdom was the city of Ostragos, which is directly north of Merkstead, because the surviving royalty and upper class people sealed themselves behind its high walls. Refugees would camp outside and everything from who were trying to come from other places, but the city walls itself were never penetrated.
I, as tactfully as I can, try and convey that. And then
it also happened 10 years ago as well, so you would have been 13 or 14 when it happened.
I was 14. I was on the road. I was up north. Wow, yeah, not that long after things happened to Bram. To my knowledge, we haven't. I don't think people have heard from the south in a while. So maybe. Sorry, Udric. I don't know if that's the news you want to hear, really. But
I mean, they must have evacuated, surely.
Oh, of course. No, they wouldn't. Although the royal family did shut the gates on the people, but actually, as we're seeing back in Merkstead, there seems to be a good flow of refugees that people fled north. Yeah, no, they'll. I'm sure your people, what they are, they'll go out. I hope. Sorry, not really a conversation for us to be having on a dark night, so we're walking to fight a ghost. But my point being, it might actually be a ghost. That's what I'm saying.
Hira, do you want to piggyback? Perry has not been listening to anything, and has just dives in, just does not care. I'm sorry, you're all having moments.
It is. Now, tactically, Hero was about to, making a note of this conversation, but also thinking, I want to be able to know what's going on in this forest. A piggyback being slightly higher might be more tactically useful.
Not much higher. I hate to blow it, but it's still
Oh,
okay.
God.
Yeah.
I am a lot taller than Perry is. This is going to... Talia is finding this imagery hilarious.
Yeah, I was just trying to picture how tall both Perry and Hira are. I know Perry's quite small, but
Like 5'4", 5'3", more
Yeah.
5'3".
and then how tall's Hira?
Like a foot or so taller?
Tiefling, yeah.
Yeah, so about 6'5" sort of thing. So be easy to do it the other way round, surely.
Yeah.
But still,
Well,
you do that, and you're just at the same height as what Lucian is, because Lucian is the tallest here.
Cool. I want to go look around and see if from this advantaged height.
I just start running around with you on my shoulders or on my back, just oh,
they're gone.
I am just full on like on a horse, stand-up stirrup riding.
Nice. I would allow you to make a perception check. Both of you can do that.
Fantastic.
Ooh, that was pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Can I? I'll cover the torch when Hira's trying to look, because the torch will blind the dark. Basically, I know it's dark, but the torch will create like a blind spot almost. So I'll cover it.
that's fine.
So
I got a 22.
23.
Ooh, nice. With both of your perception checks, you have walked for a good few hours now. You've gone for Hero, you've gone for Hero, Lucian, and Bram. You've gone past the turn-off point long gone past the turn-off point that takes you to Redstone Farm, and you've actually been past another farm along the way, a much smaller farm. Doesn't have a name. It's just called the farm. I'm not sure what it does or anything. Lights are all turned off and everything with the time of day as it is. With the 22 and 23, you notice the turn off coming up just like 500 feet ahead. There's a road that leads off further north with a sign that says to the city of Ostragos. So you know that if you were to carry on going that way, you'd get to the city. And then there is a path to the main path to the left, which is called the Iron Road. And that leads towards where the mountain pass is that will take you to where the sighting of the Red Shadow is. The thing that you notice is that there are broken bits of wood on the floor leading up to that split. And I don't mean broken bits of wood as in trees. I mean broken bits of wood as in carts. Either a complete cart or parts taken off of carts, but it's sort of scattered, not in the road, but it looks like it's been pushed to one side and pushed into like the ditches on the side of the road. And you can see that leading all the way up to where that split is that turns off to get you onto the Iron Road.
I think we might be here, bestie. Should we start shouting about how rich we are to lure the thief forward?
Actually, not a terrible tactic.
I'm so rich. It was payday. I can't wait to buy everything.
Lucian's gonna sigh and like take his backpack off and get sort of put everything down, take his coat off, roll up his sleeves. Oh, and I guess if he rolls up his sleeves, you'll see a rather large, quite nasty looking red brand on his arm, as he like a slave brand, and sort of rolls his sleeves up and stands just to the side of Peripatea, sort of like waiting.
Look at Udric like, are we providing covering fire? Are we hiding? What do you think?
I mean,
Quite
I
big.
can try.
Oh, yeah, okay. Bram will attempt to tuck and roll. Having seen people do cool tuck and rolls yesterday, we'll try and tuck and roll into a bush.
Brambles.
Brambles, yeah. If you'd like to roll, anybody who wants to hide, if you'd like to roll a stealth check for me, please. I'm
just going to shout very obnoxiously about how rich I am and all the things I'm going to buy.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, the barbs do what barbs do. Stand in the middle of the road. Let everybody else do the tactical stuff.
That's fair. So who is rolling? Is anybody rolling stealth?
Yes. I got a 14.
Nice.
I got a natural 1 for a 2.
Oh dear. Okay.
I am standing on Perry's shoulders.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Are you joining in with shouting about being very wealthy?
We are very wealthy. This is.
Yeah, we are. You tell him.
I think so. Like you see a little bit more of a change, like just coming up into me and going. So I don't think this is a safe spot to go for us to go and be in. This seems, this seems dangerous with the amount of money and doors we're carrying on us. We need to keep moving. This is.
Yes. This is very smart, considering all of the bags of money that we are carrying.
I don't know if I can do it anymore, but no, I can't do it. Why can't I do it? You hear a blood-curdling, I can't, noise. My throat won't allow me to do the noises that I used to be able to do. You hear this blood-curdling scream, roar. It's like a mixture of a human scream and a creature's roar. And you can see birds begin flying out of the trees around towards where the mountain pass is. Bram and Udric, you've both dived into those bushes, and you watch as
next to the bush.
Yeah, in the bush, and then just sort of stood there, completely visible to everybody.
Well, I think you found it.
As figures begin appearing all around you, there are numerous amounts of them. They are small creatures with long tails, stood on their hind legs, claws extended, long snouts, purple eyes. These are ratlings, which are this world's version of a goblin, but in rat form. They're not sentient in that sort of way. They don't have any weapons or armor or anything on. They're completely naked, and they are just growling and hissing at you. I need everybody to roll me initiative, please.
This makes my job so much easier. Oh, I didn't.
Nerf.
Ratlings.
What a thirsty 13.
Also
Dirty
13.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got a divine 9.
8.
Gosh.
Great.
Coming up just behind with the 12.
Bram, what did you get? What did you get, Bram?
Oh, also a horrible little 13.
Wow.
Yeah. But again, Ram has minus to Dex, so I think our lovely barbarian with the giant scythe gets to. As Bram just lies in the bushes, as Hawthorne just looks and gives a like, "What are you doing, my dude? Come on."
Oh dear, why are you doing this? Is what they're thinking.
Oh, my champion. Oh, just bravo.
To be fair, I didn't roll much better with these lovely creatures. Okay, I did with that one. I apologize. Okay, so as combat hits, okay, you hear that you can see these creatures all around you, and they are sort of trying to claw at you, trying to grab you. There's 8 of them in total around, sort of trying to get you into the 3 of you into a circle, and they're sort of coming in for an attack, swiping, moving back, coming in for an attack, swiping, moving back. They're being cautious about what they're doing. At the top of the round, you can hear these creatures are growling, but they're not the ones that you instantly can tell that these aren't the creatures that gave that blood-curdling humanoid scream/roar. You can see, especially Udric and Bram in the woods, you can see something moving closer towards all of you from the same direction that the ratlings came. Next is going to be, well, it's actually between Perry, Udric, and Bram. I'll let you decide who wants to go first.
Udric, what did you get?
Sorry? I got a 9, so...
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you? I thought you got a 13. Sorry, that's my fault.
It's me. You mistook me for Sean. It keeps
Well, no.
happening. It's
No,
the beard.
it wasn't that, because I thought the 3 of you rolled a 13.
No, I think at some point Sean was joking about a divine 13.
I said divine 9.
Ah.
Divine 9, yeah. Oh, that would be the shadow version of me from the darkness. Ignore him. He lies all the time.
he believes in a thing called love, though.
He does. And unlike Tom, Tom looks tragic.
It's
Oh,
from the
dear.
rhythm of the heart, though.
Perry,
You
then
won't
it's your
get
turn.
Bell's End.
Cool. I have been riling up for a fight, so I'm not going to throw Hera off my back yet, but I am just going to say to her, you might want to think about getting off, babes, as I take a breath and take it out again. And Perry, for those of you who have not seen Perry enter rage before, opens their eyes, and the whites of their eyes are flooded with black, which kind of smudges around the edges as if there's liquid there. And their skin starts sparking off with some golden energy that turns into negative light almost as it gets further from the skin. Yeah, they have entered rage, drawn the scythe, and takes a swipe with Hera on her back.
I'm not going to impose any form of disadvantage on you for having Hera on your back, so you can just roll normally.
Ooh. Okay, 13 plus 7 is dirty 20.
You hit.
Excellent. Okay, it's a d12. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of slashing damage, please. Oh, 17.
17.
Then, I get something extra One
D6
moment.
necrotic.
with an extra. What is. How much we got? Because there is necrotic. Oh, it's another d6. What did I just. What number did I just say?
17.
17 plus 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 points of necrotic.
Okay, so as you stand there with Hera on your... Hera's moved up your body and is now feet firmly on your shoulders, and you're moving around. You take the scythe and you swing out, catching one of these rattling creatures in the scythe, splitting it in half cleanly, and your scythe carries on with this momentum and hits into another one, which gravely wounds it, cutting off one of its arms and part of its tail, and it just falls to the floor and is bleeding out. It's not quite dead, but it's as if it's on its last legs. If you were to give it a number out of 1 and what its hit points are, it'd be on 1.
Cool. Something else I forgot to mention is as Perry enters rage, their face also splits into a very wide grin, and here you can hear a little giggle just contained in the back of the throat. A little unsettling.
It's not terrifying at all.
So, once you get to know her, it's actually quite calming. Yeah.
Feels like home, not a good thing.
Is that the end of your turn, Perry?
That's the end of my turn.
Bram.
Marvellous. Okay, Bram in the bush. How far away is this thing that's charging at us?
You can't see it, but going off of, if you were to put a ballpark on it, it's probably 30 to 50 feet away, possibly.
You know, that range. You know,
Maybe.
yeah, that's fine. It's just a turn. Just watching it running in from like the shadows. It's like it's fine. It'll come during the battle. I think. How far away are the ratlings from me?
Ratlings are probably 15 feet away from where you are if you've gone into the bush.
Perfect. I think Bram's going to try and stay in the bush. I'm just going to cast Lightning Lure and try and drag one of the, possibly one of the unharmed ratlings just towards me, so just out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make an attack roll.
I would love to. Actually, they have to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I will do it with disadvantage because I was going to say you'd get the attack roll with advantage because they seem to be focused on the 3 in the road.
Yeah.
So I will do the strength saving throw with disadvantage. And that's an 18. That's a 13. 13.
Unfortunately, that does beat it. So just like lightning bursts out of the bush and just
tickles one of them in the back, and you watch as its hair stands on end.
Again, Bram just like, and like again, if we imagine that the camera's in front of him, it's like, and just this fox face just comes and gets right up in his maw, and is like, I'm trying, doing my best.
Try better. Come on, what's the point in giving you all this power if you're not going to use it?
Right, I'm going to hit them with you, you know that. So
I mean, at least I do more damage than you do.
You are a road queen, he says too loudly.
But I am a queen.
Yes, you are. Action surge. I'm getting up and I'm hitting them with my booming blade. As Brown sort of, yeah. Same. I think the one that just sort of like the rattling is like, ooh, a lovely tickle, and then suddenly Bram bursts out.
Just goes to turn around.
Yeah. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
So that is 9 points of bludgeoning. Oof. And again for Perry, and so Perry fully sees this. Hera sees like a ghostly version as the fox that is on the mace jumps off, lands on the rattling, looks around, and then just starts going. Her Majesty is doing a little dance, so if that rattling moves, it's going to take thunder damage. Just a little dancing Majesty.
Yes. And as Hawthorne is dancing on it, goes, see, told you I could hit it. Did it?
I never doubted. No one's taken damage yet, have they?
No.
Cool. Good to know. Make sure I cut off my surge. Yeah. So currently that is me.
Awesome. So
just
next,
quickly for my reaction, how close am I to the others? Am I within 5 feet of others?
You're not within 5 feet of your comrades.
Yeah.
Udric would need to move out of the woodland because you've had to come out of the woodland onto the road to get to the ratlings. So Udric would be the next one who could get within 5 feet of you, but the others are 10 feet. So there's the ratlings, then a space, and then everybody else.
Cool. Just keeping the map in mind for a reaction thing. But cool.
Okay. So next is going to be Lucian's turn with a 12.
Would I burn an action to do a perception check?
No, I don't like that. So
Okay.
no.
Please may I make a perception check to see if I can see the big thing? Because I
You
want to
can
go
indeed.
punch it. It's a 14.
14. You can hear it coming, and you can see, oddly enough, a red shadow moving through the woods.
Does it look in one would maybe say 30-foot distance?
Possibly, it is moving very fast.
Hmm.
So it's like a red blur or shadow.
If I can get it, then I can stop it.
Hmm.
He'll sort of like turn watching it and sort of like glance up at Hera and back down at Perry. Have you got this? I'm gonna go try find that big fucker.
I'll follow you in a bit.
All you get from Perry is.
Have fun, and I'll try sort of do the classic not go at it, go where it might be. So like the classic to see if I can meet it in the middle. And if I do, and as I'm walking, and it is instead of like a sprint because I'm walking sort of in the direction it's going to be. It's sort of like a bit of a saunter as I'm watching and predicting where it's going to stop. And as I'm walking, trying to meet it where it's going to stop, I'm wrapping my hands in my hand wraps slowly. And I'll go into a rage as my bonus action. And then hopefully, if I meet it, punch it.
I would say it's coming towards you. If you wanted to, you could try and make an attack roll to hit it, but it would be with disadvantage.
That's all good. I'll reckless, so then cancel that out.
So it cancels it out, yeah.
Oh, behave. That's only a 15.
That misses, unfortunately, as you get to where this thing is, you predict this thing to be. Your prediction is spot on. But as you go to reach out to either punch or grab it, it sort of, you watch as this shadow, which isn't much, it's just a little bit smaller than what you are, sort of ducks underneath you, and it's as if it sort of parts of it phase through you, and it carries on going and begins circling around towards where Perry is, Perry and Hera.
On your 6, he shouts out, "It's quick!"
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Awesome. Next is Udrik.
Okay. So, Brahm obviously said, suggested that we would be the kind of range support. Udrik typically is front lines with a spear, but has been doing some slightly more kind of unharnessed like magic at this point, and doesn't really know how to use it, but is going to try, wants to try and replicate the kind of the withering, like the life drain that's used before. He kind of concentrates and is kind of reaching a hand out, trying to bring that effect about. Steadies himself on a tree next to him while he's trying to just concentrate. He doesn't get the same spell, but I am going to defile ground. So my defile ground feature, a patch of land in a 10-foot radius. So I'm going to center that directly on as many of the rattlings as I can get, because it looks like we're fighting them, right?
Oh yeah. Perry's already cut one in half and gravely wounded another one, and Bram's almost caved the skull in of another one. So definitely fighting them.
So yeah, what happens is this kind of circle of ground, 10-foot radius, starts to kind of wither up in the same way that Udrik's grove started to wither. The grass and just all of the ground just cracking and losing colour. And at the same time, because obviously the wither and bloom also granted some extra hit points, Udrik's accidentally kind of drawing some life force from the tree, and it's going to. I'm casting bark skin with my action, so nice. the bark kind of starts running down Udrik's arm and across his skin. So he's now got this kind of almost pruny, like coming out of the bath, but solid, just skin. And yeah, we'll just kind of pick up the spear, wield it two-handed, because with the bark skin, I'm not going to need the shield. That is both my bonus action and my action. However, I'm doing some stuff. I'm going through some things. The defile ground, by the way, it's difficult terrain for creatures that are hostile to me. And additionally, when a creature in the area takes damage from an attack or spell for the first time on its turn, it takes an extra 1d4 necrotic. That second effect does not specify friend or foe, so don't take any damage, you two. In fact, probably Brahm as well.
As Brahm leaks on a rattling.
So you could get. So in terms of positioning, what's the radius of it?
10-foot radius.
Okay,
Probably
so if
centered directly on Hira and Peripatea to try and get all of the rattlings.
yeah, if you directed it straight on their heads, you would hit all of them and miss Bram.
Cool.
If you wanted to do it in another way, you could get 3, or you could get 4, but you'd get Bram in it as well. But
I didn't know this was the effect that I was going to end up with, so
yeah,
I'm just centering it on you. It's awesome.
yeah. So this effect, it makes the ground. It looks like for a second that it's come from Perry, as it's been centered on Perry, and it sort of erupts across the ground, causing the ground to crack and darken, and any grass or leaves that are on that ground begin to wither and turn to dust as these and you can watch as the rattling seem to have been affected by it, like they've been hit with gravity. They sort of hunch down a little bit, and you can see that they feel a little bit drained as they go to try and take a step towards both Perry and Hira. Is that it for your turn?
That's everything I can do. I will move towards Brahm, so I'm kind of stood nearby, shield in hand, spear in hand.
Awesome. So you're within 5 feet of Brahm, just in case for reasons. We now move to. Let me just quickly check. Yes, it is the Ratling's turn. One's dead, one's injured. So the one that has been severely wounded by Bram is going to turn around to make an attack on Bram. It's going to completely miss you with an 8 as it goes to claw at you, and its claw just weakly bounces off of your shield. Then the other ones, the other 2. Hang on, no, because there's more rattlings than that. Sorry, there's going to be 2 more attacks coming in at you, Bram. That's a 4 and a 17.
Clunk, clunk.
You block both of those. No. One is dead, so that means that the other 4, done math right in my head, yes, are going to be coming for Perry, because Hira is up in the air, effectively, on your shoulders. So we are going to go for 4 attacks against Perry. It's a 15, a 10, a 14, and a 21.
Only the 21 hits.
Disadvantage on the 21.
13.
None of them hits.
So they all just come at you, and would you try to dodge, or would you just be bossing it?
Good question. Probably bossing it, to be perfectly honest.
So as they come at you, and they're clawing away, trying to get through your skin, there's just something about you. Their claws cannot penetrate your skin, and they're not able to do any sort of damage to you because, as you stated before, you don't wear any armor, so they can't get through you. They're ripping at your clothing and stuff, but they can't actually get through and draw blood, which is always a problem.
There's another little giggle from Perry, and I will say, Udric and Brahm, when you saw Perry in a rage state before, it wasn't like this. There wasn't any of this weird giggling. This is a little different.
I think quick side-eye to Udric and be like, right, no, do that? Good, okay. I mean, we've only known you a couple of days. You're having a nice time. Yeah.
It's a lovely time. At the end of their turn, we go to Udric. You've just had a turn, haven't you?
I just had a turn, yes.
Yes, so it's Hera's turn.
Yes. I think the disadvantage was as they were attacking Perry, and I'm kicking one of them just so I can go and have a little bit of free space. So I'm going to use the momentum to kind of jump off of her shoulders and then land, hopefully just outside. But I want to be by the creature that's run in.
Ooh, okay, interesting. I would say are you looking to predict where it's going to land, or where it's gonna go, sorry, or are you looking to go where it currently is?
I think where it's gonna go, I'm gonna go the judgment that I'm used to by now then tracking where things are, where things will be, and also a 5-year-old. So
That's fair. So yes, you can get into its predicted path. Yes.
Nothing. And then I think about paladins and oaths. I have to offer it a chance to, if it's sentient, to stand down. And I will wait half a moment to see if it responds or not. And if it doesn't, I will consider that done, and then I will stab it.
Yep, you stand in place of its path, and it carries on towards you. Although you can't make out any of its features, other than red.
No. Please, if there's anything sentient about you, I have to ask you to stand before we kill you. No? Fine.
No reply.
I would like to smite it, please.
Make me an attack roll with disadvantage, please.
Okay. Okay. 19?
That's going to miss,
Oh,
unfortunately.
shit.
Oh no.
Oof.
Okay.
Fine. Well, at least I've not wasted anything. Because I get to call it a smite after I hit, so luckily I've not wasted anything yet.
So
And
if you go to attack, it same thing as what happened with Lucian. It's as if it dodges out of the way, but also phases through you at the same time, and then begins to circle around back towards Perry.
is there anything that I can, this might be asking for a bit, but anything I can learn from its movement or its phasing through about its nature that might be something useful to help the others?
I would say roll me a perception check,
Oh,
please.
very good. Oh, yay. Why couldn't I have got this slightly earlier? 23.
23. With the 23, as it sort of phases through you and almost reforms like a mist on the other side, you catch a brief glimpse of its form, and it's something that is on two legs as it goes round towards Perry.
Just call it back here. Humanoid, two-legged creature, some sort. Real
Is that-
target within it.
Is that the end of your turn?
Action, talking. I doubt. Yeah. Bonuses are not really useful right now. Yeah, I'm done.
Awesome. Right, we get back up to the top of the round as this shadow moves round towards Perry, and Perry, you feel something come at you. It's going to make some attacks at you.
Okay.
22 to hit,
Hits.
17 to hit, and a
Hits.
24 to hit.
Hits. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no. I am using roll 20. I should really have auto damage on because it's a pain in the butt otherwise.
I'm resistant to many different things at the moment, so please specify what type of damage.
Yep, that's cool. That is going to be... I'm going to do the damage as a total. Where's my dice con? There it is. So that's going to be that. That is going to be, in total, not per hit, but in total, 29 points of slashing damage.
Which
Piercing
is half.
damage, sorry.
Of what? Sorry?
Piercing.
Piercing, sorry. So
Piercing,
it would be
which is
half.
halved.
Oh,
Can you take
Half
that?
29.
14.
Thank you, Maths Genie.
Channel Divinity, rebuke the violent. I would like
oh.
a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw.
How wise is this ghost?
It's a natural 20.
Oh well.
I got, but I've got it toggled on advantage, and it come up with a natural 20 and a natural 1.
You could not have it toggled on advantage.
I know. I haven't turned the toggle off. That's why.
Toggle alert.
Dun, dun, dun. However, as this thing has swerved around and dived at you, its form shifts and changes, and you can see, Perry, everybody else can see, as the mist sort of forms into solid matter, you can see wearing almost ripped red robes, a humanoid figure, bald head, no visible hair anywhere. The striking features about them is that their skin is a dark, deathly grey. They've got cracks like you would see in the earth going all the way up their skin, all the way down their legs, all up their face. And the cracks or the little crevices are filled with purple that is radiating out of them. Their teeth have extended out and they're razor sharp. Their eyes are black with purple, and what it's attacked you with are two purple and black bone-like blades have protruded from their arms. Think Baraka from Mortal Kombat, as this thing is just slashed into you, and it puts as these blades are in both of your shoulders, it puts its feet on you, has this big horrible toothy grin, and pulls them out as it pushes off, backflips and lands in like a spider position, and then sort of its back cracks and extends and turns around, and it flips out onto its feet, and it's just looking around at everyone.
Cool. Point of order, it still takes 14 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, lovely.
Half the damage it has dealt.
I like to think it does its backflip, lands, and then it just goes.
Yeah, so the full damage on a failed save, half the damage on a save, so it still takes. If it dealt for 29, even if Perry didn't take 29, it's half the damage.
Nice. So that is going to leave it with X amount of hit points. That many. There we go.
Not X.
It's X. It has infinite hit points.
And I think it is this just kind of like reaching out to it and just kind of like trying to just like scoop some of that energy and shove it back in. And I think anyone who can see the auras, it is a kind of purple and black against purple, but mine's kind of like a little bit more gold glinty against it, and just kind of going, no.
Speaking of auras, Udrik, you see this happen. This creature doesn't have an aura like Perry. The Ratlins have got little auras. They've got like little black auras, but that's it. This thing doesn't have one.
Cool.
That is the end of its turn. We now go to Perry's turn.
So you mentioned this thing had a sick grin.
Yes.
Is that similar to the figure in the Death's Doorway or the figures in my dreams at all? Is that ringing any bells? Or is it just an facial expression?
It's just its facial expression. It's more, this figure is more of a, has anybody, this is the reference I'm going to go with for this, has anybody seen Has Been Hotel?
Yes.
Yes.
Alistair's grin.
Right.
Like
Sorry,
when he's doing his Wendigo look thing, it's that sort of grin that it's got.
Sweet. I appreciate the reference. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and give it a whack.
Give it a good old whack. You will not be rolling with disadvantage. It'll just be a straight roll.
Ooh.
Good. I got another 20.
What, natural?
Natural 20. I got one in the last combat. And I got one now.
Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm going to say this every time it happens because natural 20s aren't there. When you roll a natural 20 on damage, you take the damage dice, which is a 12 for the scythe. You'll take that, add your strength modifier to it, then you'll roll double the weapon's damage and add it all together because normal crits in D&D suck.
And it's not doubling the D6 from necrotic, right?
If it's your first attack, it will, but you don't get the maximum D6. If that makes sense. So you'll get 2D6 and 2D12 plus 16.
Okay. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and then 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. 45 points of your finest damage.
Is that including your rage as well?
With the extra 2, yes.
Actually, no, because we forgot about that last time, so it'd be plus 18. So it's, yes, extra 2, so it's 47.
47.
Yes,
So
halved.
you've got like-
47 damage as a level 3 character.
Yeah.
Folks,
Yeah.
every
That's-
time Evie counts, you just know. Just
We need
oh,
we need an EV math.
yeah.
With all fingers.
We need
She's
an
the new
EV
part of
math
the maths.
emote. So that is going to be X amount of damage. As you strike into this creature, your scythe hits right into its clavicle area, and you almost pull it towards you as you pull the scythe through its body. You watch as its body just rips open, and blood just spews out. Purple blood just spews out all over the floor, and it looks like it was a devastating hit on the creature. But as you look up at it, it's still grinning, its head sort of lolled to the side, and you watch as this purple blood begins to coalesce in the gap, knit together like my fingers are doing for podcast listeners. They're coming together and pulls the body back, still leaving a mark, but it hasn't done as much damage as what you thought. But it's sort of like instantly healed from the damage.
Quick additional thing. Is it within the defiled ground area?
It is, yes.
This is the first time it's taken damage from an attack for the first time on a turn, so it also takes a d4 of necrotic from
Nice.
the
I
defiled.
have taken some necrotic.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Good
Sorry.
point.
I am resistant to it, so don't feel too bad.
That's fine. I will.
I don't.
I'll
Okay.
actually, as it's your feature, Sean, do you want to roll the d4s?
Yeah, I do. Right, okay. Well, Evie, you took the damage first, so you can have the first one. Which is a 1.
Woo!
One
Hey.
halved is a 1.
And then the second one is a 1.
And it takes
Yeah,
1
yeah,
point
It's
of
not particularly
damage.
defiled, but it's a little bit defiled.
Damage is damage is
Yeah,
damage.
necrotic.
Okay, Perry, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Not this time.
Ooh, not this time. That's ominous.
Hmm.
Bram.
Right. None of the rattlings moved, so that's the booming blade. I think it's the hilarious thing that Hawthorne jumps back to go back to Bram, but Bram's bringing the mace down, so Hawthorne's like, just holds on and just rides it as he's gonna. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hit the one that I was hitting looks really badly hurt, right?
Very badly hurt. And
You
there's
know
two more that have come in to strike at you as well.
I'll go for one of the new ones, one of the fresh ones, because I feel, yeah, for this spell it's worth. So as Hawthorne rides the mace down, and then a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
So that is, I will take 6 points of your finest bludgeoning, and Hawthorne is now wiggling on this new rattling.
Yeah,
yeah.
I can hit it. I can hit it. I got it. Now it needs to move.
I think also as connected then that he's like, it needs to move, and then Hawthorne's a little bit like, hey, look what I can do. Points over to Perry, who 4.4 healing hit points just is like boom. And Bram's like, I could. Yeah, no, fair. She did take a battering. So that's my healing light. So boom, 4 hit points. Hey, it could help.
Yeah, thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
Nice.
That is my bonus action. That is my action. I still got my reaction. Got my dad with me. You'd never hit my pops.
I mean, go watch the one-on-one to find out what. Anyway, Lucian, it's your turn.
I'm going to glance across at the creature doing its thing, and Perry just ripping a new one. And sort of like run to the side, slide onto my knee, pick up the flaming torch that I dropped on the floor, spin that around like a baseball bat, and then I'm gonna try come up behind the creature and just try and like roundhouse it with the flames, thinking, yeah, I didn't punch very well, so I reckon a bit of fire might do something. And because I'm a tavern brawler, I can do that with a thingy and be proficient with it still.
Nice.
So
Roll me an attack roll.
Recklessly do that.
That'll be with advantage. You have no disadvantage.
Oh, you bellend.
God.
Sorry, I thought I was just
I
being
rolled
nice.
2
Christ.
I rolled 2 6s, so that's a 13.
Unfortunately, that will miss.
What a waste of time.
As you go to swing at it, it's like it predicted you were going to do that, and it moves in an unnatural way. So its entire body twists. It looks directly at you with the big grin, big shit-eating grin, I'm going to call it, and then twists back round to face into Perry.
I'll just double check something.
Why is it so obsessed with me?
OMG.
Like, totally. Oh my god.
No, that's it. I can't do anything else.
Okay, awesome. So at the end of your turn, that will make it Udric's turn.
Oh, I take a damage though from the thing.
What
I'd
the-
assume.
No, it's only if you get hit.
That's good.
I think the rattlings could get annoying and like swarm. So I think Udric's probably gonna keep trying to get rid of some of them. So I think, yeah, I'm just gonna attack one of those with a spear.
Awesome. You do say that. I keep forgetting they have pack tactics.
Then I'm gonna kill them quicker.
Yes.
Right. That is a 22.
22 will hit. Are you attacking one of the damaged ones that Bram has attacked already, or are you going for a healthy one?
No, I think one of the damaged ones trying to trim out the pack. And as I've kind of previously mentioned, is holding the spear with 2 hands because does it need the shield right now? So, where did you? There you go.
That's some extra damagios, isn't it?
Max damage for 9 points of piercing.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Actually, what does my no, there's no point. I have Savage Attacker as well, but it's reroll the damage dice and pick either. I've already got max, so I'm not going to bother.
Fair enough. You sort of bring the spear down, sort of push it downwards towards one of them, because you're considerably taller than these things are, and the spear goes right through its head and out the other side, and you've got a shish kebab a la rattling on the end of your spear, and you sort of kick it off, and it falls limp to the floor. It is
I don't pick
dead.
it up. I'm going to collect them.
Okay, it stays on your spear.
Waste not. Bonus action. Who looks the more fatally wounded out of Brahm and Parabatea?
I would say
I don't think Bram's taken damage yet. I clanked. So it's Lady Scythe.
yeah.
No one else has taken. Well, if anyone else feels like they look particularly unhealthy right now, speak now or forever hold your peace.
A rattling puts its paw up, and we're like,
One of the rattlings goes, "Beep."
The one on your
I
spear.
am sentient. No one gave me a chance.
Oh,
I'm not a rattling, I'm just a rat covered in mud and I'm not sure why I'm here.
I'm from Wind in the Willows. Oh no! Oh badger! Oh
technically, if your Baldur's Gate 3ing, like I'm still talking to animals.
yes.
I did have a short rest.
Technically are, yeah. Although the rattlings can't speak.
Sorry, so with my bonus action, I'm going to use my Spite help action, which, no, not that one, the other one, Hospitality help action, to give Parabatea and me 1d6 plus 2 temp HP.
Nice.
Wait,
And that 1d6 is... a full 6. So plus, what did I say? 2. So 8 temp HP.
Okay, and that's separate from your actual health, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I
On
haven't
top.
had temp HP in so long. Whew.
You would have if you'd eaten my lovely cake. But you were ever so rude.
There was fruit in them.
Is that the end of your turn, Udric?
That is everything I can do. Yeah.
Awesome. So moving up to the Ratling's turn, there is currently 2 in combat with Bram now instead of 3. So that means that it's just advantage, not advantage plus 1. So there are going to be 2 attacks coming your way, Bram. The first is an 18 to hit, and the second is a 10 to hit.
18 meets beats.
Okay, so that is going to be... that's going to be 5 points of slashing damage as it just claws into you. One of them, the one that missed, jumps onto your shield and kind of weighs it down so you can't get it up quick enough as the other one jumps over it and slashes down. I forgot they attack tactics again. Oh well, my own fault.
Just for world building, is that the one that Hawthorne's currently wiggling on? As I watch my patron being like, hey! Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's bad. Oh.
I think Hawthorne is currently traveling back from healing Perry up. So in my mind, the way I pictured it when you said it was the healing light was sort of turned into like a will-o-wisp, floated over to Perry, healed, and then came back. So it just appears on it and goes, ha ha, you got hit.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
And
You don't know who he's apologising to.
No idea who he's apologising to.
Yeah.
That is the end of those 2. Then we've got the other ones. There is 1, 2, 3. There's 4 more left. So they are going to 2 are going to come for Hira, and 2 are going to go for Perry. Because I didn't roll with advantage against Bram, I won't roll with advantage against you 2. So the 2 against Hira is a 15 to hit and an 18 to hit.
Yes.
18. So same tactic again. One jumps up and sort of tries to hold one of your arms down. The other one then takes advantage of the open spot and slashes into you, causing 4 points of slashing damage.
Hey, that's fine.
And then against Perry, that's 23 to hit.
Oh,
and
that
17
hits.
to hit.
That also hits.
That will be both 8 damage, so it'll be 4 damage each.
Okay. And what kind of damage?
Slashing damage, so 8 halved to 4,
Cool, 4.
but twice. So you take 8 in total.
So 8 in total.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sorry, I said that in a really awkward way. I could have made that sound so much better than I did. I'm sorry.
There go the temporary hit points.
No.
But at least it's not your actual hit points.
Years. These 2 sort of slide in and sort of begin carving away at your legs. As it is the end of their turn, and we go to Hira's turn.
Cool. Shaking off this rattling, I want to take advantage of Lucy and just kind of shoving this torch into the creature's face, so distracting it, while I kind of move around the behind, so that I can sword it and hopefully then also smite it.
That's cool. Yeah, you can do that. I would say that the 2 ratlins that are attacking you, everything is within close proximity. So in order for you to attack this red shadow, you don't have to leave their threat range. So still pop it on the head.
So I would have taken it anyway, but it's good to not have to.
Yeah.
Oh, boss baby! Boss baby! Boss
Oh, the boss
baby!
baby's here.
Or speed, yeah.
So, nat 20.
Ooh.
Good.
2 nat 20s against this thing. Okay, right. Same thing again. So whatever your dice is for your weapon, add strength or dex, whichever you're using, and then roll double that damage. If you choose to smite, you'll also roll double the smite damage.
Fantastic. Okay.
Roll plus a d4 for defile ground.
Oh, yeah. I can read numbers in a good way because I'm good at numbers. Okay. 2d8. So that is going to be a d8 plus. So 8 plus 2d8 plus 2d8. Technically, it's all 8s.
Yeah. Are you smiting?
Yeah, because I'm smiting.
So this is where things get complicated. So 8 plus 2 would be 10. Then you'll do 2d8 for your weapon, and then it would normally be 2d8 for the smite. However, this creature is undead, so it'd be another d8, and then you would double that. So it's going to be 8d8.
All right, 8d8 plus my strength, which is 3.
Yes, plus 10.
Plus 10. Okay, 8d8 plus 10 plus 3. Do I have another d8? Okay, 6, 10, 15, 18. 15, 18, 20, 24, 28, 29. Some of that was slashing. I don't know how much. Most of it was radiant. 29, 39. Oh, not quite there. 42.
No.
Oh, nearly.
Oh,
I rolled a 1 on one of my dice. If I just rolled slightly higher.
That is... Oh, it was radiant damage, so...
Wait. Can I bonus action as well with that?
You can.
God, I want to do a searing smite.
Christ. So you'd then double the amount of dice that you'd roll for that as well.
Fantastic.
Determined to beat Evie's score there.
Yeah.
oh, this is war.
Competition.
Got to learn some smites. Oh no, raging.
Yeah.
If Hero beats your score, the thing you can come back with, Perry, is it took less dice.
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't use a bonus action.
5 points then on top of that of fire damage. And it's also on fire. And we'll have to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, boy.
So, I should have asked...
Defile.
Sorry?
Did you include the defile?
The D4.
Yeah, the
D4.
D4.
Necrotic.
Oh, plus a d4 necrotic. 1.
Hey.
That doesn't change anything. I will let you know now that this creature had 62 hit points left. It was taking half damage from anything that wasn't necrotic or radiant. Necrotic damage was actually healing it.
Oh.
However, radiant damage is doubled. So I think we're pretty safe to say that you just smited this thing to death.
This has been smart.
It has been smarted.
Mooted.
It's going to kind of come up behind it as it's been distracted by Lucian and focusing on Perry, who has done like this huge amount of damage. And I'm going to take advantage from that wound that Perry's already made and literally just kind of reverse the blade and slide it in there.
And you watch as you slide your blade in, there is almost like a chemical or a magical reaction from your radiance and whatever is inside of it as your radiant light sort of goes up through its body and begins piercing out of the cracks, taking over the purple, and then it just explodes outwards. Doesn't cause any damage to anybody else. You're going to get covered in a little bit of gore, but yeah, it's just gone and popped.
As it goes, can I have a look at its face? Does it look like it's... Does it look like someone I would have experience with, or someone who's like from this region?
Can you roll me a history check, please?
Okay.
Do I know this ghost?
Do I know this guy or what he's wearing? That's not bad. That is with a -1, that's still a 16.
With the way this thing has moved around, the red is new. And the last time you saw one of these, they were wearing masks and in black. But this thing is in red. You know what this thing is and where it's come from. and who it belongs to.
Great.
You also know that I don't know why I'm being coy about it, because your one-on-one has come out already.
It's because I'm being coy about it.
I know you're being coy about it, but we have to go on the assumption that everybody else has watched it. So you know that Mortarion travels with 4 of these.
Great.
Not Mortarion. That's the Death Guard.
I was gonna say,
Primarch Mortigan, sorry, is the one who... It's because Mortarion's over here. Sorry, Mortarion. Yeah, Mortigan, the Horseman of Pestilence, goes around with 4 of these.
Wow.
yeah.
I know we're technically out of combat, but if we have time, I would like to do one more thing when we're done investigating.
What do you mean we're out of combat? There's so
Are we?
many ratlings.
Oh yeah, there
There's so many ratlings.
Okay, cool.
That's a very Perry thing to be like, I'm going to do my thing as you just watch the rest of us like, get off the...
As
But
soon
it
as
is
this,
Perry's go next, technically.
Cool.
as soon as this thing dies, the ratlings run.
Oh.
So you can, anybody who's in combat with one can get can get attacks of opportunity against them, but they run.
Also, one takes 1d8 of lightning damages.
That one just explodes.
Yeah. Hawthorne just... Ooh.
Oh, actually, that was the wrong one.
12 hits.
12 doesn't hit, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm not really paying attention. I'm
Can one
doing
take 16
funeral
points of
rites.
damage, please?
What did you say, Perry? Sorry?
Sorry. Can one take 16 points of damage?
Yeah, you kill one. That's one dead.
I only rolled an 8 to hit, but I'm wondering whether an 11 would work if I used my fortune from the many. I can see at
Unfortunately
least 3.
not, no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
25 to hit. That is 10 bludgeoning, and again for the booming is 5 points of thunder damage.
So that takes out another full health one, as you hit it in the back and it's like, and goes to get away, but then just goes, explodes into a ball of thunderous fur. Lucian, are you going to try and make an attack? You just let them go.
No.
Okay. So 3 of them will get away. One of them is severely injured, but 2 of them looks like they're quite healthy. They disappear up into the mountain pass, leaving you with the exploded body of whatever this creature was, this red shadow that attacked you.
Right. Okay. So, problem solved. Probably going to need to take that back. I mean, Elodie will probably have one look at the body, like she likes fiddling around those. Is the rat still on Udric's spear?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if you're happy to give that to her as well. I mean, she takes a lot of this purple stuff quite seriously. So,
I think that showing this for Solomon for danger money, and then Ellie can have whatever remains.
It's
fine.
it was a person once. Perry.
The ratling or
No.
the ghost.
The red shadow.
Yes. Perry?
So, as we know from the last session, Perry can't control when the rage ends.
Yeah.
It's continued, and the giggle that's been building has just kind of erupted into a full belly laugh, spittle flying, as 2 massive wings erupt from their back. Golden cracks at the skin, the wings are massive and look like they've been dipped in tar. If you're within 10 feet of me, you got to make a charisma saving throw.
That would be Hero
Right next to
Lucian,
you.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely right next to you.
Oh, so far. So yeah, I'm okay, fun. Oh, 25.
You're good.
That's a 5.
You are frightened of me.
Good.
I was already frightened of you, so that's okay.
Nice that it's confirmed.
Yeah. I've not rolled above a 10.
Oh, maybe.
Yes, you watch as this this visage appears in front of you. Perry, almost to you, Lucian, looks like her fingers have elongated. The mouth is extended and dislocated in a way. Eyes are completely black with veins that are sort of popping out of the eye, popping out of the sockets and covering almost part of the face. That's not what everybody else sees, but that's what you see.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
Can everyone?
It's less of like a trembling fear, and it's more of just like a yup, that's fine with me. I'm not going anywhere near you. And it's almost like I don't know. I've never bumped into a bear in the wild before, but I imagine how you would slowly back away from a very dangerous creature. And he's just like, yep, whatever you see.
Can everyone fly that? Is every other member of the party able to gain wings apart from me? Because that you can, LED can. Do you think you got wings down there somewhere?
I mean, not that I know of. Maybe not yet.
Well, we'll have to see. Okay. What is Perry doing? Are you just flying and cackling?
Can't fly. It's just cackling hysterically, looks at where the ratlings have run off to and makes to run in that direction.
Perry,
Southbound.
it's over. Perry.
No, she needs to work it out of her system. Also, now we got a thing about not letting people run away. So, I mean, do we need to give them a chance? They're ratlings.
What does it need to get it out of your system? Have you seen this?
Oh yeah, no. She last time. I mean, earlier today, she just went and punched some trees for a bit. She just sort of like. You got a 5-year-old. You know what it's like when you just need to tire a child out. That's. She's going all like. There she goes.
Lucian turns to Bram and goes, that was the worst comparison I've ever heard. That is nowhere near a 5-year-old.
No, she's a month old. I don't think she mentioned that. That is technically an excitable child in a way, who might be a ghost in herself. Look, it's a lot of stuff. It's as we watch as a rat's ripped to pieces. Oh, there she's gonna sleep well tonight.
I don't think you're not able to get to any of the rats because they are quite quick. But you do run far enough that the rage will eventually begin to wear off. And you're just out of sight. The others can see you as like you're quite far in the distance. The only way that the others are going to know that you've come out of your rage is Udric sees that golden aura encompass your body again before disappearing.
As I come out of the rage, the mania recedes and the laughter just turns to sobs as the black leaks from my eyes, the wings disappear, and I just sink down to my knees, utterly exhausted. It's been a big day.
You feel that golden glow around your heart, which is as that aura sort of encompasses over you and sort of finishes on your heart like a hug.
Perry's time for a piggyback ride.
I was going to say someone needs to give her a piggyback.
I mean, it's better than my solution was just going to be to let them punch me until they've tired out, so I'm glad. That would have hurt. I've seen those hits. Come on, let's get you. I was taking the remains of this body. Right.
Just here at your shoulder. Could I have a jelly bean?
I think I've got some that you gave to Sunny. There we are.
Thank you.
Oh, I've got the kids. Let's go.
And I just had a ba in my ear from the music that I'm listening to while doing this. Anyway, as you begin making your way back to Merkstead, mission completed. I will give you all one more opportunity to say anything to each other before we wrap up the session. I know we've gone over a little bit.
Do I have time for a very quick couple of things just for Udric at the end?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there? I assume there's like a mirror or something in the at the nursery company, like maybe in the bathroom or the shower room or something.
Yeah.
Will Udric know what his aura was before this day's events?
You may have seen it once or twice in like a reflection in the water at the grove, but never like a clear look at it. It's not like you can look down at your hands and just see it popping off of you.
So what color? If I went to the shower room and looked in the mirror properly, what color is my aura?
It's strange because you can see the tips of your aura. They are green, but you know that everybody's auras come off of their skin and sort of produce that aura around them. The rest of the sort of space between where your skin is and where the aura, the green part starts, is completely see-through. Almost like glass. So you can see it's there, but you can look right through it.
Or is that different to how it used to be?
As far as you're aware, no, you're not 100% sure, because before, like I say, it would have been in like a shimmering pool of water, so you've seen the green aura before. You've never seen it solidly in a mirror.
No. Noted. That's it. I just wanted to know what colour my own aura was.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Anything for anyone else?
I'm gonna put Perry to bed, and
You're going to see the wall.
I'm gonna see the walls.
Also the trashed bed, but that's not so exciting.
It's a blanket fort. It's well hidden. It's all right.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't pay no notice to the broken bed.
I mean, I'm putting you in it. I kind of have to see it.
Can you thank Sunny for the beautiful mural? I didn't know she was such a talented artist.
She's never done anything like this before. She's stick figures and shapes that vaguely look like sheep.
Genius blooms early.
Okay. I've got some. I don't know what it's called. Said it was rainbow milk. It feels like too much milk and rainbows.
It's the perfect amount of both.
Okay. You had a big day. You did well.
Can I have a hug, bestie?
It's very awkward. It is, and it's also at the slightly wrong height. The only person I know how to hug is this 1 year old, the one small child. You're doing the work.
Yeah. Thank you. Don't tell anyone about this.
I wouldn't know how to start.
Ram, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah. Tali, she's still up.
She's still up. She's just as you all walk back in. Everybody's gone straight upstairs. Tali's just coming downstairs, having just put Sunny to bed.
Oh, hi, Tali. Can I ask? Feel free to say no. Mr. Solomon.
Yep.
How long has he been collecting reports from the mercenaries?
Oh, pretty much since the first day he started the company. For as long as I know,
Right.
my entire life.
So about going back about 12 years, right?
Longer than that. He's been doing the mercenary company for a long time.
Is it?
Admittedly, it's never had like a headquarters until a couple of years ago. Being here, he was always on the move, and he was looking to purchase this building quite a while ago, but there were some things that took him out of the town.
No, that's part of. Am I allowed to look at the old reports?
You can do. They're in the archive in the archive, which is basically just the loft area. But
Right.
that father's never said that nobody can have a look at them, so you can feel free to go up and have a look.
Thank you. Ram is going to go and look for a report of a harpy attack in a town, which resulted in the death of his father. And part of what he's looking at is that because he sat at the bedside of his father and watched him die, he watched him die from purple poison. Ram is feeling that there's a lot more going on here, especially, and is wondering if it was just a case of we need to protect some people from some harpies, or did Mr. Solomon send his family to their deaths? So that's what he's going to go look for.
Okay. We're going to come back to that.
Yes.
Lucian, is there anything you'd like to do before the end?
No, I don't think I have anything to do.
Okay. As you go into your bedroom for the night, you hear some stones hitting the window.
Look at Udric, give him that sort of like, and go and open the window and sit back on the bed.
I've got to snore performatively.
And you say, you're welcome to listen and join in if you want to.
Lay on the bed, sit on the bed, lay on the bed, between the pair of you, as an elven figure sort of and dives in the window. Celia is there. She looks to you, Lucian, then looks to Udric with a bit of a concerned look on her face. Is that one all right?
Yeah, you already heard everything else, and well, I mean, not trust him, but I respect him, and that's enough for now.
Fair enough. I've got some news for you. Kimdak has been sighted in the town. Apparently, he doesn't normally come down from the mountains, but he's met with the Solomon of this place at the graveyard. Now, I haven't got all of the details, but Kimdak apparently isn't very happy with the mercenary company, something about some of his people getting killed or something. And in order for Solomon to stop an attack on the town, he's had to agree to do some missions for Kimdak. So I just wanted to give you the heads up. You might have to do something unsavory. I don't know.
Think that Solomon will do it under the guise of the mercenary and accidentally not mention that it's for this Kimdak fellow.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't know the actual nature of the jobs themselves. What it actually is that Kimdak wants. I just wanted to make you aware in case there was something that he wants you to do that is in the same sort of vein as what we used to do.
Let's see. Didn't get any information on any of the new members at all?
Not of the Reavers, no, but I have heard word that there's a group that roam around that are in the town, in the Underhive network, as it were, called the Sparrows. They're apparently a force for good that are trying to work against the Reavers. I'm trying to make connections with them at the minute, but it seems that their flock, as it were, are scattered.
That sounds like a promising direction.
I wanted to let you know this so you could be careful, okay?
That's the plan. I don't know how careful everybody else around us is going to be. But we'll just take the hits as we go. I need... I will look into the peripeteia. There's something absolutely fucking terrifying about her. And don't know what their deal is. Maybe if you can, once you're focusing on the sparrows, maybe have a little look into that if you can.
Betrayal. I know that name from somewhere. There was one of the underground merchants that I spoke to has a book that Kimdak has been after. Apparently it's been a bit of a hard bargain to try and sell it. Managed to sell off 2 of the other ones, but after reading the last book has realized just what's actually has a rough idea of the contents of the book, so has upped the price, and Kimdak has made a few attempts on their life in order to get the book, but hasn't succeeded. So
how would you feel about maybe borrowing said book?
I mean, I'd have to locate it first. I hate to do this to you, buddy, but you're gonna have to pay me for it. You're gonna have to pay me what he's looking for.
I haven't got that yet, but I'm good for it.
Okay, maybe I know there's a bit of a trust issue with them in a minute, but as they were originally apparently part of this place, maybe see if Solomon will help foot the bill.
I reckon a finder's fee would be fair. We'll start setting up a couple of streams of income as well. How's Crag getting on? Is he in the bar, or has he gone down to the dock?
He's working out the docks at the minute. He's secured himself a temporary position on the Golden Maiden. There is a smuggling aspect to it that we weren't aware of before. It involves magic and underwater business, but they seems to be quite profitable, so that might be where he might be working from for the foreseeable.
Maybe don't tell him about the dark underbelly for now. Just help him keep focus. I don't know how he'll feel about it all.
Okay, no, that's fine. Right, or I'll get the feelers out and for the book. Let me know. Leave me a note or something when you find out what Solomon wants to do about this book. It's going to be about 1,500 gold in total.
If you get it, we'll pay more. We'll find a way.
I'll hold you to that. She holds her hand up.
Shake it.
Shake on it. Shook on it now. All right, I'll see you soon. Nice to meet you. Udric, nice to meet you. Outside window.
Turn and look at Udric and go, you could fuck me left and right if you tell anybody, so that's totally up to you. And then we'll go to bed.
I told you before. Man's business is his own.
It's my fucking journals.
Can I just add a last one on it? So as this kind of comes to close, I think he was moved up to the roof and is just sitting on it for a second, and is kind of holding it for her chest where an amulet used to be, and looking at their hands. Just kind of a mix of like purpley black and golden energy just wafting around it. Just they've on a new path now, but she's still not necessarily lost her connection to home. And she's just gonna that's it.
As we close out the session, we hear a bit of everybody can hear some banging around and shuffling as Bram has made his way into the loft area, into the archives, as we're going to call it. Oh, actually, I'm going to scratch all of that into the basement area because that sounds better. That sounds like a more secure place for you to go for archives.
Also, I'm not ruining people's sleep by banging around down in the basement.
Yeah, you go into the basement area. The archive is in a vault. You open the vault out and it is stacked full of paperwork. You think, oh, criminy, this is going to be a challenge, until you see on a desk there is a little table, there's a little table on a desk. There's a little table. On a little table, there is a box with some little cards, and you can flick through, and you can flick through it, and it has names of adventurers, names of missions, and all of that sort of stuff until you come across Shatter Shield. It's the first name that you come across. You pull Shatter Shield out, and it gives you a row number and box numbers. And you're okay, so you put that down. And you go to that box. It's like, I don't know if anybody's ever been to a record office, but it's like this room is like really cooled down to keep all of the paperwork well preserved, and the aisles are on what are they called, like a, you know how you pull and close shutters sort of thing. They're on the rails. That's what they're on. They're on rails. So two shelves are together like that, and you have to wind it for the shelf to open out, and then you can go down it, and it causes all the other shelves to push along. And I've worked in the record office, so that's a cool thing. Anyway, you walk down and you find the aisle name and the boxes. There are 3 boxes in total. You pull all of them down and open them, and all of them have your mother's name written on it, Obrina Shattershield. And every single one of them is a mission report. There is over 100 of them here.
Cool. So I know what I'm doing in my downtime. Yeah. I'm gonna, basically, if I find out that my dad died for nothing, I'm out of here. I can't work for him, but the conspiracy part of him is like, who else is, you put your horror mercenary group that doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, very good for and like flashes are coming and like, I think he was a dwarf. No, that's not no. Cast light, and I don't think I'm going to bed tonight. So, oh boy.
I would go into some of the reports, but we've gone over, so
we'll
leave that for the
some
next one.
Yeah.
We'll leave that for the next session. I would like to thank everybody for joining us for tonight's session. Again, as always, because it's me, apologies for running over, but I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do consider joining us on Mondays and Tuesdays for more D&D content. Massive thank you to our sponsors, sponsor Phoenix Dice, and our supporters, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, Bearded Ladies, and Michael Dobson's character art. You can find links to all of those things in the chat or in the description below. Speaking of the description below, if you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider leaving us a like, a comment, and subscribing to the channel. The algorithm will then tell us what you like so that we can make more of it. Massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. They are amazing. They are the best. Without their help, we wouldn't be able to make the awesome content that we do. You can join them from as little as 1 of your local currency, or 1 goat, which must be sent to Tom. 2 goats must be sent to Tom on his birthday.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you to my players. You are all amazing and put up with all the bullshit that I throw at you. We will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.